fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, then the shot dies. When my homies pull up on your block, then make that thing go grata-ta-ta. Switch my whip, came back in black, I'm starting saying rest in peace of Bon Scott. Close that door, we blowing smoke, she asked me light a fire like a Marsan. Act a fool on stage, probably leave my fucking show in a cop car. She was legendary through a TV at the window of the montage. Cocaine on the table, liquor pouring, don't give a damn. Dude, your girlfriend is a groupie, she just trying to get in. Saying I'm with the band. Ay, ay. Now she acting out of pocket, trying to grab up on my pants. For the bitches in my trailer city ain't got a man. And they all brought a friend. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, then the shot dies. When my homies pull up on your block, then make that thing go grata-ta-ta. I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. Drinking any bad bitches, jumping in the pool and they ain't got a mobile. Hit her from the back, blowing on the tracks and now she screaming out no mas. They're like savage, why you got 12 car garage and you only got 6 cars? I ain't with the cake and how you kiss that. Your wifey say I'm looking like a whole stack. Green hundreds in my safe, I got old racks. LA bitches always asking where the coke at. Living like a rock star, smash out on a cop car, sweeter than a pop tart. You know you all not hurt. I done made a hot shot, never used to trap hard. Living like a rock star, living like a rock star. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, then the shot dies. When my homies pull up on your block, then make that thing go grata-ta-ta.
I guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. I don't want love, no.
Don't forget that heat, bitch.
Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna leave, so I let you go. Guessing it was me, guess I never know. I don't want love no more, I'm sure. 'Cause I can't do this anymore.
Oh, hey, hey, yeah, my cup half full, but that's only cause of ice. If I want it, I'ma cop it, I ain't worried about the price. If you really, really care, then you shouldn't have left at night. Now you all up on my phone saying shit ain't feeling right. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, feel the same, yeah, I feel the same, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, feel the same, yeah, I feel the same. Your name pops on my phone less often. Just know that I'm still an option. I know that you're staying cautious, but just stop it, yeah, just stop it. I might hop up in the Civic, windows tinted. I might drop the coupe. I don't need no hoe, I swear to God, but I might need you. When I'm in the city, you just texting like, well, what we do? Yeah, my cup half full, but that's only cause of ice. If I want it, I'ma cop it, I ain't worried about the price. If you really, really care, then you shouldn't have left at night. Now you all up on my phone saying shit ain't feeling right. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, feel the same, yeah, I feel the same, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, feel the same, yeah, I feel the same.
Yo, how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? It is Nerdy in the Morning. I want to say it's episode 28. We got Smarty Wolf in chat. We got John Bon Zombie. We got Prog Gibdo. We got Finn East. We got D-Max. We got Ellis Assassin. D-Hearted. How are you guys doing today? Boys, we got drama. We got anime power scaling drama. No, it isn't about if Goku can beat Goku. It isn't about if Goku can beat Kratos. It isn't about if Goku can beat Superman. It's about some, how should we put this, crappy behavior. D-Max goes again. Hey nerdy, yo voltage Mike, how are you doing today, good sir? Boys, yeah. So, if you guys don't know who Seth the programmer is, I don't blame you, because, you know, it's kind of like it's a niche genre on YouTube. You know, you already have to be into anime, and then you have to be into, like, the power scaling angle of anime. So, his channel is mainly about anime debates. Which character could really win in this scenario? What if Sasuke had the Nine Tails his entire time? Like, that kind of thing. What if L from Death Note went against the Joker? And then, of course, the age-old debate of could Goku beat SpongeBob? You know, that type of thing. Anyway, he kind of built this little community around him. Get those likes up. My jaw joints are clicky at D-Max. Not voluntary. Gotta look that up, Smarty. Like, you might have to get braces at 26. Jesus, that's no good. That's no good. But guys, yeah, this so one of Seth's former friends released a 2-hour and 46-minute video. This crap is as long as Endgame. And that's not just it. It wasn't just Clyde that came up with a story. It was also Noodles as well. And then there was an animator named Omar that whose story was told in a previous Clyde video. And this is Seth's alternate Twitter account. Of course, it's like some anime girl, right? And he goes, my honest response, didn't ask. Now, before we get into the video, this is also what he's this is not a debate request. I am being genuine serious. This video is very cringe. And this is Noodles, one of the guys who made one of the videos against him. This is what I posted on Clyde's video. I don't think he will ever speak to me, but being the bigger man, well, sometimes is important, like always. Yeah, and by the way, like his twit, like let me pull it up right now. His if he didn't delete anything anyway, hopefully not. So he felt it was appropriate to tweet this. Yeah. Cause guys, this drama got to the point where Moist Critical got a hold of it, and he streamed it last night. But yeah, this dude is just being cringe on the timeline. Moist Critical can't handle my spiritual pressure. Like, dude thinks he's an anime villain now. A effing anime debate, bro. Yeah. Uh-oh, pedo. Yeah. Need some drama to juice me up for my work shift this morning. Yeah. Seth always has drama around him because people try to take him out for his anime takes, bruh. Well, this doesn't really involve anime takes this time around. This involves apparently. I talked to Izzy about this last night. It involves a lot of accusations of doxing, accusations of grooming. And keep in mind though, these are allegations at the end of the day. But you want to know how I found out about this drama? Okay, so last night before I go to bed, I'm scrolling through TikTok because that's my life, and I get this TikTok recommended to me. Now, if you guys don't know who this guy is,
because if I respond the way
he's another he mainly does like Naruto, right? He talks about Naruto a lot. And I follow him, so I get recommended his TikToks every now and then. And so I'm scrolling through and I hear this.
I'm making this video because if I respond the way that I want.
Wait, no. This is the wrong one. Let me go to his page, get the right one. Here we go.
Yo,
Seth the programmer canceled.
Downfall day! He's done! We did it! For those of you who don't know, one, me and Seth have had beef for a long time. He's a bad person. Always knew he was a bad person, didn't have the evidence to prove it.
Yeah, that's kind of womanly behavior right there. I always knew there was a bad vibe about you, but I'm glad I finally have the proof.
Oh, but now I do! Seth has apparently been manipulating, gaslighting, cutting off, and threatening all of his friends and using those little fun words.
I don't care about the words he uses, by the way. This guy does, but we here at Nerdy John Productions love it when people use derogatory words.
The person who he was making that Ichigo versus Naruto animation with, Clyde, just posted a 3-hour biopic on everything Seth has done that's just been evil for years. Clyde also revealed that Seth shut down the Patreon they were using to fund the Naruto vs. Ichigo video and just started asking followers for direct contributions. One guy gave Seth $3,000 to make the video, and Seth just took it. He's also stabbed people like Swag Kage in the back, and there's also R-word and pedo allegations. I guess all your enemies don't have to worry about seeing your face on YouTube anymore. Debate this.
So yeah, that guy's clearly happy for these allegations. Who is Seth? Long story short, Squatchin, he's an anime power scaler, compared fictional characters in fictional fights. Exactly. In theoretical fights. Yeah. Oh, Clyde put it out? Yeah, D-Max. Clyde's the one who put it out. Actually, I think if you want to call in, D-Max, go right ahead. Because I think you're the only one so far that's like Superman versus Goku type crap. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, D-Max, if you want to call in and we can explore this together, be no problem with me. I can't say the R word, but we'll flip off the camera. Yeah. Yeah. Well, dude, like TikTok guidelines are weird, man. Like they can like get you off like the most inconsequential stuff, but then they'll let really extreme stuff pass. Yeah, so anyway, this is a video by Clyde, and this is number 41 on trending for gaming. Jesus. Why I stopped working with Seth the programmer. And I want to see Seth's comment if it's there. Unless he deleted the comment. Let me look, like, maybe most recent. Will that pop up? Well, there's Noodles, a guy who also made, I want to say, like, an hour-long video. I don't know if we're going to go through that today. Maybe tomorrow. Luckily, I had the day off today, so if we go over the morning, it's not going to be an issue. I can't find Seth's comment. I thought it would be, like, right up there in the top comments, because of everything. Let me check for it one more time. If we don't find it, we'll just continue on with the video. But yeah, like, I know this is gonna be kind of weird drama for people, especially if they don't know the characters involved in this. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good drama. Give me a minute. Hop on, D-Max. We love your takes. Hot fire, says Voltage Mike. So today's drama is going to be about anime power scaling bros being losers. Exactly, Finn. Exactly. Oh yeah, I can't find Seth's comment anywhere. Wow, even Smugstick is, well, okay, okay. I'm just gonna say a lot of characters that you guys would know. Smugstick is another, like, he's not a power scaler necessarily, but he's like a DBZ what if channel kind of deal. Anyway, let's begin the video.
I'm snaking. I don't even know how I would snake any of them. How would I snake any of these people in question? Wasn't dishonest or lie or anything. Did you and Clyde fall out about Naruto vs. Ichigo? No, that's cringe. Stop being cringy. I'm not gonna lose a friend over like 7 years because of fucking anime. Like, you gotta get over that. Yeah, I don't lie to people. Like, I'm not like snaky. I'm very, like, when it comes to my relationships with people,
Let's skip ahead a bit.
In regards to the project. Well, for those of you unaware, Seth and I have not spoken in voice chat since January of 2022. You may be thinking to yourself, there seems to be a pretty common trend with Seth. Another one of his friends is now not associated with him. Well, this isn't the first time this has happened, or the second for that matter, when it comes to us too. But no one has really known about our association beyond just YouTube formality in public. All of the stuff in this video has been kept a secret, mostly because I thought he and I could just move on, do our YouTube stuff, and be adults. But just like every other time, where we've had drama like this, or he's deleted or blocked me, or cut me off for any random drop-of-the-hat reason, he just can't stop himself from talking about me, my friends, or his...
Let's see, play Among Us on stream tonight. Dude, I went hard as F, LMAO. Was literally debating the witnesses off the ship. Depending on how my LOL grind goes, I'll let you know. I'm in promos right now. Good to see you enjoying it, though. Come play, you virgin loser. Haha, yeah. Can it be later? R word, C word, I want to. Haha. Block and unfollow. It seems like he's kind of joking there, I don't know.
Own quote-unquote friends on his streams, his videos, or anywhere else. And with the very clear recent spiral of his mental health,
I made enough to retire. The only reason I stick around is to keep making other people's lives miserable. The fact I've made numerous YouTubers give up on their dreams and they have to see me whenever they open the app gives me life. I need them to suffer. Well, Jesus. That's some anime villain crap,
which
man.
can be seen by his sporadic tweets and the stuff that
I want to be the burden of society. I want people to suffer for their culture and feel the weight of all the pain that they feel indifferent to that their society has generated. I am the poison that slowly kills everyone you know. I despise you. I'll abuse the system and make you suffer. What? What is this? What am I reading right now? This is gonna be hard for me because I really like Seth. Yo, I like Seth too, though. Yo, Clyde is really going this route. Among Us, yeah. it's like being in a call with John and Exotic. DBZ nerd headcanon crap. Seth immediately loses just for these DMs and tweets. Yeah. dude, who wants to bet Seth got bullied in school? I bet you he got bullied a lot.
That he says on his stream.
Shaming them isn't enough. I need them to take their life. Jesus.
Streams. Also, the threats about doing something to the
Sick, depressed, betrayed, anxious, hateful.
community, and then other little shots here and there that he pops at me on stream all the time. My hand has been forced. Trust me when I say I did not want to have to make this video.
Oh my god, no, you didn't say that. Clyde, you didn't say that. No. You didn't say that, Clyde. No. Don't say that. He didn't get bullied enough. I agree, Phineas. Okay, guys, when you're doing an exposed video, don't ever say, I didn't want to have to make this video. It doesn't bode well. Usually when people start their exposed video like that, most of the time it ends up not being a good exposed video.
Along with that though, there are channels popping up spreading drama about Seth that I wasn't even aware of.
Wait, what are these? Okay, a message to Seth the Programmer. Seth the Programmer bullies a transgender YouTuber. Is Seth the Programmer Tommy C?
And I have a suspicion that he is going to attempt to throw me under the bus to avoid any criticism for his handling of the Naruto vs. Ichigo project, which I will get into in this video. I'm going to get very in-depth about that because you guys deserve to know the truth in regards to that project. I've known...
This is interesting so far. He says asking question is cringe, but then says crap like the freaking hell. Clyde the weeaboo, why? yeah. Why, Clyde? Why?
Seth since November of 2016. I initially reached out to him after watching some YouTube videos on how to grow your YouTube channel, and the best method suggested was to make friends with creators of the same style of content and to try and have sort of a community to help each other thrive. You've no doubt seen countless YouTube circles that bounce off one another like this, and this in turn did actually happen because I reached out to Seth on Twitter. He replied to me, we started talking through DM, and in truth, I actually enjoyed his content. And a few months before this, I had met Swag Kage, whom I connected with Seth, and then the next thing you know, we had our community, where we'd collaborate, and we were all pretty much known as the main three, with Chuck being Seth's old friend, that covered Dragon Ball, and would make debunk-related content with him. Now, I want to preface before I get into this video that, although Swag Kage and I haven't really talked very much in the past 2 years, or collabed, this has been mostly due to Seth's manipulation of Swag behind the scenes.
By the way, Swag does respond. He did do a response video. Well, response stream rather. I have it linked right here. Here it is.
Power scaler to watch. You're always so nice to your viewers. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I mean, sometimes I can be a little bit mean to you guys. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, this question's kind of dumb. I don't know how to answer it. But, you know, I'll try to live up to the standard that this donation is set for me and be like super, like Mr. Rogers to everybody from now on. But, Fierce Deity W Swag L Seth. So, okay. Let me make one thing clear from the get-go here. So, like I'm gonna kind of address that. Okay, another super chat. I watched 20 minutes of it. We'll get back to it later. I want to see what you say. Much love, Swag. Thank you guys. So for just a sec, I'll read all the super chats after this, but let me go ahead. Do Naruto versus Ichigo with Clyde in 6. Okay, yeah. So never mind. Let me put a pause on the super chats and go ahead and start talking. I'm gonna kind of tell this story out of order, like out of chronological order. I'm gonna try and like organize it from most important to least important.
Okay.
It was either me or Alyssa. I don't remember which one, but basically the two of us started talking fairly recently. And yeah, he told me some of this stuff was going on, and I was like, oh well, that's pretty bad. But he wanted me to wait until he dropped this to like make a big deal out of it. So like you know to provide any like to give like a public statement. And I was like, yeah, I can do that, sure. I also kind of needed some time to think about how I wanted to approach this anyway. But the most important thing I want to say is that right before I started streaming, I spoke to Seth about all of this and about some of the stuff that was in the video. And Seth...
Oh, so what? I wonder what Seth's like actual like okay, he's responding to a friend now. I'm wait and call. Okay. Let me drag you in. All right. Okay. Time to debate Seth the programmer's allegation levels.
Jesus, man. So here's the thing. I just really quickly want to get this preface out. This is not the first controversy that Seth has like found himself in, or like Clyde actually said it himself. Like Seth has had other friends that have been around on the channel that he has had beef with in the past.
Yeah, apparently him and Chuck had a falling out because I used to be a fan of theirs when I was like teenage, like 14 , right?
I mean, I still am a fan of theirs. I love their content. So I mean, like,
Chuck makes great
I'm very familiar.
SCP videos.
Chuck is cool. I like Chuck too. Like, I don't know what the beef was there or whatever, but like, see, here's the thing you have to understand, everybody, like out there, which by the way, press like on the video if you haven't pressed like on the video yet. Here's the thing you have to understand is that these guys are, and I love them, but they're nerds. Like they're like nerdier nerds than either John or myself are, and that's saying a lot. You know, that's a pretty high bar.
Yeah, I'm nerdy, John. You gotta think of that.
Exactly. And you said it like before, John, actually, you said that like, you know, Seth probably was bullied in high school. I don't know Seth all that well. I'm not trying to like diss him or anything like that, but like you definitely get the vibe with some of the things that they say. The other thing that I want to preface is like, so they're like edgy boys. Like they're like us. They, you know, they don't mind about what kind of things they say. I think it's really funny, and I really hope that Clyde doesn't go down the path in this video of trying to make it out, you know, like he's a moralist and that, oh, I wouldn't say certain things that Seth says and like all this crap, because like I've heard Clyde make, you know, jokes like that too. And he never had a problem with it on those public videos where he was getting all sorts of attention and everything. So either it's okay now that like either he wants to go after Seth now that he has like some sort of a platform and he's gotten all of the pull from his channel that he can get. Like, again, I'll state my bias outright. I like Seth the programmer. I have seen prior dramas with him in the past. I have looked into them. I don't remember them really too well off the top of my head, but I've looked into them and I thought that they were bogus and stupid, which is why I continued to watch him. So this is not so confused. This is not like, it's totally on par for like what's been happening. You know, like Seth, it is true. Seth gets a friend. They make videos for a long time. They start working on like some sort of a mega collaboration, and then things start falling apart. Like this does seem to happen. I like Seth. It might be one of those things though too. Like I've never reached out to him to see if I could do like editing for him or anything like that, because I've thought about it in the past, but I always stop myself from doing that because like I like Seth.
Apparently the last drama he got in, he doxed someone.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like I don't remember it working that way, because I think, like I said, it's been a minute. I don't really remember too well, so I'd have to like, I guess, look back at it. Maybe I got it wrong when I looked into it. But as far as I remember, that was kind of bogus. You have to understand too, like Seth back in the day used to do a lot of like Discord stages kind of thing. Like he would go on there and he would just like debate like a whole chat room filled with people. He did this with like what is it, Versus Wiki people. He did this with his own community. He's done this with other people's communities. There's a whole power scaling community that does like that has their own little subsect of YouTube, and a lot and it's weird overlap between the types of people that are in there. You know, so you got some people who are more like edgy people, and you've got some people who are more like kind of corporate, like to, you know, try to get the ads, you know, try to get like, you know, Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships and things like that. So it's a variety of the types of people that are in this. I think even Seth has like a Raid Shadow Legends, but you get what I mean.
But yeah, let's watch the video, shall we, guys?
Let's do it.
Since he and I had drama in 2018, that's Seth I'm talking about, he wanted me to be as far away from Swag Kage as possible, because he knew that if I could talk to Swag, that I could show him what was going on behind the scenes. What Seth did was try to instigate debates with us all the time, lie when I was not in call with them, and various other bad things.
Sorry, really quick, can you pause it?
Yeah.
I think this is important for people to know. Swag Kage is another power scaler. He does mostly Naruto stuff.
I like
him
his
and
videos.
Seth are. I love Swag Kage is great. I would put them at equal playing field in my head. Like Swag and Seth are
And
always
if
like
any of this is true,
they're the GOAT.
by the way, in his live stream that I showed a little bit of, Swag does go on to say that he probably won't be associating with Seth in the future.
Swag said that?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate because I really like them. Their collabs are really good.
Oh yeah.
As far as I understand too, they're pretty good friends. Like I haven't seen any. I don't remember, nor have I seen, as far as I know, any like beef between them. And actually, in the past, I think Swag had his own little controversy, and Seth ended up kind of like helping him out throughout all of that. And as far as I remember with the Swag thing too. Again, I'm so sorry being vague, but my memory is so shoddy when it comes to this because like I looked into it and it's just gone from my memory. But like as far as I remember, there was some sort of controversy with Swag, and Seth kind of stood by him, even though it was kind of a little maybe borderline from what I remember. I don't remember what it was specifically, but it was like it wasn't like doxing or anything like that. It was just like I think working with somebody and maybe not like paying them, but it might have been like a gray area. I don't remember. I do not remember, so don't take my word for it. But that's the background.
Point is, like, these people have gotten into several controversies in the past, so they're not new to
But
this.
they've gotten better. It's been less and less. It's been less controversy over time, I think.
Taken place over the course of the past few years. So for those of you who are curious why I don't collab with Swag, well, there's your answer. Now, I'm going to show Swag Kage something here in this video that's definitely going to get his attention. To say that I've been cooking in the past year would be a very...
He's been working on this for the past year. I mean, it is almost like a 3-hour-long video.
Clyde the weeaboo. There better be some damning stuff in this.
I know.
This is straight snake behavior.
Yeah, I mean, Moist Critical reacted to this last night, and he thought that, you know, Seth was pretty much done for.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, let's see it.
very big understatement.
He hurt me so bad. He fucked me up. He asked if I was on the spectrum.
Wait, what? What did she say?
He asked if I was on the spectrum.
Oh my! This is the fuck you, Clyde. That's what you. I've heard you say that too, motherfucker.
Wait.
What are you talking about?
Let's watch. Wait. Oh, sorry. I clicked out of the windows.
Oh my
Which
god.
shit I might be, but he said this is a serious question. Are you on the spectrum? And I said, what the
Wait. So is she saying she might be actually on the spectrum, and then Clyde apparently legitimately asked her, "Hey, are you on the spectrum?"
No, Seth.
Is that
Seth
what I'm
asked
understanding?
her.
I'm sorry. Seth, my bad. I meant to say Seth.
Yeah.
So is what she's saying that she is on the spectrum, in fact, and Seth just asked, "Hey, real talk, are you on the spectrum?"
Let me
Yeah, back it up, because I don't get it.
Yeah.
like?
Let me turn this up too.
It's a fucking 3-hour video, dude. Like, can you please just adjust the audio levels
but
appropriately? For
He said
God's
this
sake.
is a serious question. Are you on the spectrum? And I said, what the f*** is that? Like, I was crying at the time, but like, I'm glad we weren't calling. It was just through text.
It was over text. This wasn't even a phone call. Like, I've seen Seth says some of the most outrageous stuff. Like, he's just an edgy boy on the internet. Like, okay, as far as this goes, I don't know what the other allegations are going to be, but as far as this goes,
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean,
bro, I've seen you do this, Clyde, so I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, if you got serious stuff against him, I will say you want to usually hit him with the hard stuff, not. Yeah, he asked a girl if she was on the spectrum in Discord.
You might not even have known that was a girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's like, not that would have mattered, I guess, but it's just like, yeah, this is brain rot.
And God, what else? He said that I was awful. And
He said I was mean.
Wait, so I love this. No. Wait. The subtext from Clyde. Sorry for the loud typing. I was honestly spam typing a friend out of shock of this.
Yeah,
This was shocking to you? Bullshit. I'm sorry. Wrong. You're wrong. That's bull hockey, dude. That's crap.
Dude. The next allegation is gonna be. Then he called this person a doo-doo head.
He called him a poopy brain. He said that you've got straight up dog doo in your headspace.
It was horrible. He said I was disgusting.
Oh my god.
I'm genuinely with all my heart. I'm so sorry.
What the are
What?
you?
What?
You've got to be kidding me. Is this April Fool's? What is this?
Dude, I don't know. Watch a video, please. This is the icing on the cake. This isn't icing. This is like crumbs.
Yeah, what?
Seth, your mother says Phineas. Watch, she's gonna make a really epic your mom joke next.
Yeah, right. There you go. Yeah, that's gonna be the next allegation. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna be like, Seth the programmer said that my mom was so big that she probably scales to like sun level.
He said that she made Big Mom look skinny.
It's okay. It's
Like what?
it's not your fault. I did not deserve that. I did not.
Oh Jesus!
I did not
Christ.
deserve that. I just can't believe that Clyde the Weeble made a 3-hour video and he started out with the dumbest shit ever. I can't.
Wait, Clyde sucks. Wait, no. He said your mama hoe, says assassin. Hey, yo, your mama hoe.
Yo mama hodo. For real.
Not deserve that. And I blocked him, rightfully so.
Okay.
He was like, "F you, I'm out."
Now, to give you guys some context as to how serious this situation could potentially be, well,
Okay. Keep going. No.
Yeah, let's hear him out.
Seth is the type who would willingly slander Swag Kage Ori, and anything we've told him in private, he would instantly tell the public about. It's just within his character to act this way. He will go so far to lie, and has even done so about things as serious as...
Wait, I bully a R-wordy boy. What?
Again, guys, like you have to have the context. Like Seth and Swag and Clyde, like they're all memers. Like they like they're jokey. Like sure, like like you guys get it. It's the internet stuff where it's like you're jabbing at your friends, you're having fun. You make an off comment. Maybe somebody gets a little bit mad. You don't realize it because it's over text, so you're just kind of like still memeing or whatever.
This is Noodles. He says you're okay with bullying him over wired comments despite lacking any evidence that he is an actual R word. Literally your words. No, you haven't. So I guess without the context here, apparently someone they know was accused of being an R. I love UT censorship.
So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, so Clyde. You're not. Oh my god, it's a 3-hour video, man. Like if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna pull up this, then you have to bring up context to what actually the situation was. Because I'll tell you this much too, from this screenshot you have pulled up right now, who is supposed to be Seth in this? Is Sesu Seth?
Yeah, Sesu is Seth. Because Sesu is also his Twitter alt.
Okay, so I'm okay with. So he says I'm okay with that. I bully a R word boy. Next lap, like.
Then Noodles is another friend of theirs, and I've already read that comment, so you know what it is.
The other thing is too, it's like, there's a big difference between calling somebody an R-word-ist and saying that somebody is R-word-e. Like I'm not trying to pull cover here. I realize that like it's not like the greatest thing. You really shouldn't be saying that against towards people if you don't have proper things. But it's like we don't have any of the context here. So what am I supposed to believe?
Yeah. Let's continue this.
False rape allegations. You also may not know this, but Swag at the time was also worried, and he probably is now, because Seth had been secretly recording their private calls over the course of the months and years they knew each other, and has no doubt done so to me many a times without my knowledge or consent. I'm actually curious to see after this video.
This is a debate that Seth recorded of him versus Swag, which he friend Swag with.
Okay.
Swag Kage debate. Pin. Okay. Do you mind if I look that video up real quick?
Yeah, so some context. Pin is I believe Seth's alternate account where he does long form debates with people. So if it's not made into a video, then he does Pin, and then that's where he that's where he has a lot of his Discord debates and stuff.
Okay. This is so Seth allegedly secretly recorded this call, and then he threatened Swag with it, and I guess he uploaded it anyway.
Okay.
You see, I'm always under the assumption that any call I'm into is being recorded.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, sure, if you're between friends, like, it's a bad thing to record call. You know, hey, Steven Crowder, yo, dude, I'm atting you.
No.
It's a bad idea to record private phone calls, you know, especially about business things or whatever. But if it's like stupid shit on the internet, I don't know. What is in this call apparently?
Yeah, it's just a debate where was it a secret call of I think Naruto beats Goku. What is this?
Actually, Jiraiya is less pervy than
Master
Turtle
Roshi.
Hermit, Master Sejin Roshi. Yeah, exactly.
It's the Pin. That's his name. His Twitter.
You know, actually, that bit, I'm not even kidding. Like, sorry, it just as an aside.
Like that bit where I talk like, you know, and we do that.
Like that, I got that from Seth.
Yeah.
Seth does that in his videos when he's like,
Yeah, we're just being really super nerdy right now.
like he does that.
Yeah. They know what they talk about is like nerd stuff, and so they just.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, looks like it might have been a deleted video.
Okay.
So it looks like it's just a screenshot.
It could be unlisted or something.
Yeah, because when I pull up Pin, it's just let's see, a video of him debating Afro Senju.
I believe Afro. Oh yeah, Afro. I think I remember.
He's a Let's
I watched
Play
a
dude.
lot of those. I watched a lot of those Pin videos, so I have a vague memory of that.
Yeah, there's only like 3 videos on the Pin channel.
Now? Oh, there was a ton before.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I do know that Seth's been losing subscribers since this video came out.
Ooh.
What kind of weird stuff he has been recording, especially the out of context stuff that he's no doubt going to share. That being said, today I want to talk to you about something that many people have warned me against. I've heard about 5 different people I know tell me not to do this and to not risk it, as Seth's channel is too large and you'll just get bullied by his audience when he replies or twists the situation, which he will do, as I watched him do it right next to me during the satire stream, where he was accused of asking an underage girl for nudes, flirting with an underage boy, and it was insane to watch how easily people believed his lies because they only know the personality they see in his videos or streams. I'm not kidding, and I don't mean to say this in a humorous way, but
He's about to make an anime villain comparison. Watch.
for the longest time, it legitimately felt like Geen watching Aizen do some pretty fucked up shit.
Oh my god.
And the closer I got with Seth over the years, the more I started to question my own morals with
Did
supporting
he
the
really
stuff
just
he was-
compare Seth the programmer to Aizen?
He did.
From Bleach.
He did.
Oh my god. This better be damning. I'm so mad.
Yeah. Pervy Sage too soon, says Squatchin. R.I.P. to Pervy Sage.
R.I.P. Pervy Sage.
Yeah.
doing. The satire stuff as an example, I only knew what I was told by him at the time, and I went onto that stream to defend him as any good friend would do. Which he has rarely done so for me in such a selfless way, apart from financial assistance.
Wait. Clyde versus Just a Robot? Heated debate? Oh no.
I kind of feel in retrospect that it was a bad idea to blindly support him, but you'll understand why I did more as you watch the video. The more that I've come to learn about the satire situation and other things, the more I've come to be more worried about his real self. I want to say this very clearly, if you follow Seth or I, and you enjoy our content and have a certain image of us that you think we're like in real life, please listen when I say, have an open mind and hear what I have to say. Do you think I...
Yo, did you know that people act different in their videos compared to how they do IRL? No way.
It's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Would drop this video out of nowhere for absolutely no reason. If you are someone that's excited for Naruto versus Ichigo, and you want to know the truth about that too, then make sure you listen to what I have to say in this entire video, because as most of you know, that project was a project that was initially involving us too. And it's quite wild because there's actually a lot of people that don't know I was the co-host of that project, because he would always try to take the credit for it. Well, to give you further insight on that...
I do believe that's true, by the way. From what I remember, that's what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, all I remember, because I'm a fan of his channel, right? But I never followed him on social media before. I was never in his Discord, so I was just purely watching Seth's videos. So like I just saw him announce like that big project and then it getting canceled.
Yeah.
Many of you don't know, but Seth secretly cancelled it on more than one occasion. And by doing so, he also scammed a lot of fans out of money too, and then lied about it on stream.
He said, is Naruto
What does that
vs.
mean?
Cancelled? If not,
Like,
why is the Patreon page is...
What you just said?
Wait, sorry. Yeah, keep going.
On the stream.
He said, is Naruto vs. Ichigo cancelled? If not, why is the Patreon page is gone? I already talked about this. What do you mean it's sus, bitch? I talked about this on stream 4 times. The f*** are you talking about, sus, you dumbass motherfucker? Anyone that watches my stream would know I've already...
By the way.
Yeah.
This is totally par for the course. This is totally how he interacts with his audience. This is nothing new.
Talked about canceling it. What? I literally made a Patreon post for a month straight saying it was. What? That's pretty sus, man. Shut the f up. What are you talking? I wasn't hiding it.
What's with the, like what would be sus anyway? Isn't it yours? Like, weren't you paying for
right?
it?
Acting like I made money off of that, bruh. What the hell? Y'all think I made money from that? What do you mean sus, you dumbass?
No,
the f
up.
Free
Bro,
freeload.
This killed me. This killed me. Nick started a GoFundMe to do the animation themselves.
Yeah, like, nah, it's not gonna happen. If it has to happen again, it has to be paid for by me. There's no way.
Like, bro, they were asking for $127,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you random ass aren't getting that, bro.
Yeah, Simon.
Bro, this nigga, the dick eating is insane, bro. You see this nigga's comment? I told the people who batter, YouTube viewers don't batter, as if your entire career didn't come from YouTube viewers.
Bro, I don't look. I say that to your face. I hate y'all. I do.
Dude, like like I don't know if you guys ever watch like a Augie RFC stream. If you ever watch a Tommy C stream, this is par for the course.
Yeah, this is nothing new. This is not shocking.
Someone call the press.
For real, like what?
Dude,
so,
I love Assassin's comment right now. It was like when Orochimaru was experimenting on the kids.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Please, I really hope that he just gets to something with some substance, because it's like, this is really snaky behavior, because again, for anybody who hasn't seen their videos, you would just go ahead and assume like, oh, these people are just assholes, but they're not. Like this is just what they do. This is what we do.
I mean, they can still be like a-holes, but like,
sure. Well, two things can be true at once. I'm saying like it's not abnormal. Like it's totally
dude,
normal for them.
All I'm saying is Seth would be like your standard commentary guy if he was making commentary content instead of like power scaling stuff.
I hate you, and I've said it since day one. I call y'all for giving me money. I pack you on site. All we do is just talk each other. You hate me. I hate you.
That being said, guys,
right.
you're all loved here. You're all loved here at Nerdy in the Morning.
No, he's totally right though. This is how he interacts with it. He's always been like this. Like since this guy, I think I've seen this guy's channel since I don't even know how low his subscriber count was. It was like somewhere in like the I don't know, 20,000 range. Or
Oh,
something
dude,
like that,
I still
is what
remember
got.
like his old videos. Like, what if you turn into a Saiyan? Like those, like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, like this is how he like, especially watching all the pin videos, like him debating with like people on Discord. Like people lob these types of accusations at him all the time, and that's just what he goes for. He's just like, I don't care. I'm me. I don't care. Like what? That's just how he handles it. That's just how he does it. To put this out of context is really snaky, in my opinion.
It's a mutual hate relationship. That's just how it is.
So
It's always been that way.
Thanks for the 20, my nigga.
I literally sit here call you my son. Look at Geets' dumb again. Coming in, $20. Oh, it's like clockwork. I don't give a
Chill out on Geets, bro. Chill out on my nigga Geets. But
I love Geets, but he's and I'll say that straight up.
Now, after this little stream clip where Seth is getting nervous at being questioned about what happened to the project, Seth then goes on to lie about how much the project actually made by claiming it only made $1,000.
How much is one guy's salary? The Patreon didn't even make as much as you think remotely. I think the Patreon was only like 1K.
Oh, no.
That's what I mean. The Patreon's only like 1K, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
That's nothing.
Yeah, it's really not that high. Like, people over-exaggerate, I think. And like, dude, so not only was the Patreon like only like around 1K, but like there's like 10 people in my like Discord server that were like $100 donos. You know what I mean? So like those guys pretty much paid for the whole thing themselves on the Patreon. You know what I mean? So,
bro,
yeah.
So in this screenshot here, where he's talking to me directly after we had
Wait, that's
advertised
$10,000
Patreon,
right there. Yeah,
Oh, is what it says?
$10,535. In my Patreon, I didn't
In the
even realize LMAO clean, ha ha ha. Also, sorry.
Okay, but
Arrow got high and passed out. Noodles had to make it at midnight for no reason. Effing P word, no problem.
well, so I mean, there might be, I don't know. Again, check my bias. Like I might be sucking Seth off here. But like, is there a distinction between the Patreon that he did? I don't remember if there's a distinction between the Patreon that he did specifically for that video, especially since it was a collaboration, and maybe the Patreon that he uses just for his normal content. Like that might be what's going on here. I don't know.
Well, let's play and find out, boys and girls.
Shot here where he's talking to me directly after we had advertised the Patreon. He confirms it made around $10,000, which directly goes against what he was saying. And if anyone's going to know the amount that the Patreon had, it's going to be us too, considering we were the ones working on the project. And I got some other stuff to show you guys. So enjoy these little recordings from two of the people who supported the project in the Patreon, who both donated over $2,000 themselves.
And then on stream, when he was like, oh yeah, the Patreon hardly got any money, I was like, bruh. Me, Billy, freaking Thomas Azrael White, like we all put in a ton of money in this. Like,
How much?
You guys.
How much did you contribute? Because you used to have a pretty frequent, like, you had a consistent job at that time, didn't you?
Yeah, I was working warehouse, working like 90-hour weeks. I was busting my ass.
How much you believe?
he was making the anime dreams come true.
Oh my god. What does it matter?
Altogether, like, what did it accumulate to?
Well, I mean, if that is a scam right there, though. If that screenshot is of the Ichigo versus Naruto Patreon, and it's $10,000, and
he said it was 1,000, then yeah, I agree. That would
yeah, and none of that money went to the animator or Clyde, and it just went to him directly. That's a problem there.
That is a problem. I agree.
At least 2K?
Yeah, it's similar to what Billy donated by himself. It's funny because Seth claims that in total it made about $1,000. There's a screenshot I actually found where he verbatim states that within the first few months it made $10,000, which directly goes against what he said on stream.
Yeah. It's just like, you like went at it, and then when he said, yo, it didn't make any money, like, his next stream, I was in there calling him out, and I was like, yo, like, what the fuck? Why the fuck are you lying to your fans? Like, why are you being a rat? And he just never answered. I was like, this.
Towards Naruto versus Ichigo, I didn't donate into Patreon because I quickly left the Patreon once I realized it was bullshit and you weren't actually getting anything.
Okay.
So I was just donating to him directly for the Naruto vs Ichigo project.
And what do you think that accumulated
to? Around $2 to $3 grand. If I'm lowballing, $2 grand.
Oh my god. Yeah, lowball the money level here.
Yeah, the power scaling terminology comes out.
Yeah,
That's funny.
So okay, so he donated. So wait, so that's not even from the Patreon. He donates 2 to 3K. And okay, let's take him at his lowest, 2K. That means the project received at least like $12,000 so far.
Well, it's 2K from that guy and then 2K from the other guy, right? So far.
Well, 2K
is that what I'm
from the 2K from the first guy went to the project directly, so he's part of that 10K.
Right. Got it.
Here's a screen.
At the very least, I mean, if that's confirmed, then that is more than 1,000. So that is a scam.
That, as it stands right now, he doesn't even
And
care.
Omar was the animator for the project, by the way.
Right, okay.
Just going to make the project for money. But we're going to get more into that in the video because you guys need some context on this situation. The result of this video will be false drama spread about me. His larger audience aren't going to listen to me, regardless of the massive preponderance of evidence that I'm going to show in the video. Seth will no doubt lie about me and 100% try to come after me beyond just a YouTube.
Boys, we're only 15 minutes into this video and we're already an hour into the stream. Jesus. You see why I started this early.
Yeah.
Response or a response on his Twitch. I will absolutely have people come after me that don't know the nuance of the situation, especially people that he has lied to, and so on and so forth. And blah, blah, blah. There's so many bad things that could come out of this. But here's the thing. Outside of YouTube, I have literally nothing to lose. So one thing I won't do is allow myself to be a scapegoat for this sociopathic rat fuck. I also implore anyone out there who has known Seth for many years, especially before this YouTube stuff, to make your voices heard and to share this video. I bet there's drama out there about Seth that hasn't seen the light of day because of how intimidated people are to expose him. Don't worry though, I'll do what everyone else is too scared to do or has failed at in the past. Believe me when I say, for a long time I did consider Seth one of my closest, if not my best friend, and I have many good memories of us, especially all the times we watched TV shows together, had streams together, made some fire-ass videos together, played games in private, spent times having some very deep conversations.
We get it, you were homies, you were friends, you were talking in the DMs.
This isn't helping his case.
Well, that part of him did enjoy our dynamic together, but there was always something about him that made me very careful around him, especially with what I would tell him about myself. Even people from the Google Plus days that knew Seth a lot longer than I did, all warned me to be very careful with staying friends with him. This was a place that Seth had spent a lot of time in before the YouTube and Discord stuff really popped off. But I want to give you some context as to my...
Yo, shout out to anyone who remembers Google Plus.
Yeah, shout out to Google for totally ruining YouTube for a good chunk of time there. Oh, oops, sorry, they're still doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I remember when you had to have a Google Plus account in order to get a YouTube account.
I had to I had to go through for like my other channel. I had to like literally, that was the whole reason I got an LLC. It was so that I could try to get those features. Like I went through, like I got like a business account at a bank so that I could go try to like file with Google so that I could get those features. It was so annoying.
My situation before I became friends with Seth. During the end of 2016, I was living with my grandmother after moving out of a very abusive household, which I was in since around 5 years old. I witnessed violence almost every single day.
How does this matter to Seth?
Okay, this is what I'm saying though, is that like, okay, that, like what he was talking about before about like the money, I am 100% on board with you. I get it. Yes. What you opened up the video, and this is garbage. This does not belong in the video. It has nothing to do with the context of what's going on in the situation.
Guys,
and this is just padding.
Guys, this is my exposed video on JonTron. Anyway, my father abused me when I was little.
Exactly. I was born in a log cabin in 1985, and you know, my good old poppy and mommy asked me to go get a switch every morning, and I would have to go get a huge giant tree trunk of a branch so that they could whip my. It's like, no, dude, like nobody cares.
The bears
I'm
would
sorry, like
attack.
that sucks. That sounds horrible. I understand if it's context for you emotionally speaking going into this, but like this is not important.
Drug use. I was abused myself so much to the point that when I would walk home from school, I would literally pray that it would be a normal day when I would get home. I couldn't even complete my schooling or go to university, which was an aspiration of mine. As I turned around 17, 18, I wanted to do journalism, and that just fell through
Who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares.
completely.
I'm sorry,
it was
man,
so
nobody
bad,
cares.
actually, that I remember when I was around 18 years old that I literally cried because I wasn't able to be accepted into a single university because I didn't complete my high schooling. Obviously,
Yeah. Sad anime
and
backstory.
can
We
cause
get it.
things like strokes,
Mhm.
heart attacks,
Wow,
memory loss,
wow.
blood pressure problems,
Wow,
my
wow,
anxiety,
wow,
and mental health.
wow.
And that's how I unlocked my Sharingan.
Exactly. Yeah, and then he opened his eyes in the rain and he was crying, and then he got the Mangekyo.
Yeah. And then he also went Super Saiyan.
He stacked Super Saiyan on top of Mangekyo Sharingan, which made it the Infinite Tsukiyomi. Opened up in the sky, the moon changed colors, fucking Kaguya came out. It was like a whole thing.
And the Kaguya turned into Seth the Programmer.
Oh, it all comes together.
Was being amplified by this, and I had no idea. I just thought, man, I just have this really bad habit of waking up with headaches all the damn time. Eye strain or something. Snoring problem.
What the fuck is
Skipping.
happening?
My own saliva. Back, they could hear. Sometimes
What is this?
because you
Jesus.
pretty much have nothing, and it's the perfect recipe to be taken advantage of. For example,
Oh, okay, so that 5-minute spiel was basically, I'm easily manipulated. Apparently.
Which does not help your case, man. It just does not help.
to explain a bit more about Seth, because so far it probably sounds like, wow, he's such a helpful good guy. He was there for you during the worst time of your life. Well, sometimes I would message Seth and ask if he'd want to
Do you want to collab? I'm free later. Stop asking to collab, you desperate R word. Get some self-respect. It's actually embarrassing.
Oh my god. That's how they talk.
because
That's literally
you know,
what their
I thought he was
friendship
cool
is.
and I wanted to hang out with him at the time, and I thought we were getting along really well, and he just straight up call me a retard or tell me to shut up if
That's how it. Oh my god. That's how it. That's how he talks to people. Like I would not be if I don't know this guy at all, emotionally, personally, or whatever. And I understand like the way that people are on YouTube is different than how they are in person or in DMs or on a call or whatever. But like, I would expect this from Seth. I
Right.
would like just as a fan, you know.
Oh.
And if Clyde was a fan before he became like a collab queen with him, then what the hell?
Oh my god, Assassin's has some banger comments lately. Man, for people who moan about filler, they do put a lot of filler.
Oh, true. This is not manga, straight manga depiction.
Yeah, this is some like useless anime filler crap right now.
We're inside the
I
Tsukiyomi right now.
over-explain stuff in call with swag. I mean, he is even threatening to block me for literally defending myself against rudeness in calls. In fact, this is nothing like the stuff you're going to see further on in the video, because these characteristics were only small things too. Because as he opened up his Discord server, that same year, he started to become so infatuated by the 24/7 ass kissing from his fan base that he allowed Chuck to be bullied so hard in his servers by strangers, and he pretty much laughed while this would happen. You guys may not know this because it's been so kept hush-hush, but Chuck actually left his servers multiple times. Not always by his own choice too, usually because he would get bullied out of them, and stopped collabing with Seth for a long time, which he tried.
Question. Wait. Pause. So I don't remember this. Like I said, it's very, very hazy in my mind. But it's very interesting to me that like he said he left the server multiple times. That implies that he came back. You have to choose to go into a Discord server.
Guess what? You know what I have majority of the time for Discord? Notifications turned off.
Yeah, for real. Like.
Like, okay, I understand being in the server for like collab purposes. You know, it's just easier if you have a VC for all your recording purposes and everything. But like, here's the harsh truth, guys. You don't need to interact with your fans.
No,
Not at all.
I mean, it's a nice thing, but like if yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
this is
What is this?
I don't know, man. This is sad. This is sad.
I'm
behavior.
feeling if I had any time today, which I do not, I am like doing like 10 things at the same time as I am on here with you. But like if I had any time, I would take this video, watch it, and cut it down into like, I don't know, 5 minutes.
It really needs just a 5-minute treatment, yeah.
His best to deny all responsibility on that, which is just to this day the most ridiculous thing ever, that he actually thinks he was in the right for that stuff. And then people started to call me Chuck's replacement because, well, I could deal with his bullshit, but people like Chuck and everyone else who could smell what was going on, they didn't want to be around it. Here's
Smell
a blurred
what?
screenshot I have that Seth was actually planning to spread around to make Chuck look like a pedophile.
Also, Chuck was talking about having sex with...
I will never share the contents of this image, but I have access to it and various other things that he was going to use on other people to expose them.
That's
now,
a
Chuck has
threat.
since
That's blackmail.
Yeah.
If that's bad, then you need to
like,
talk about it, dude.
If it's PETA-related evidence, that makes you
You're
culpable.
withholding... Yes,
makes
it
you
makes you
culpable.
culpable. 100% Nerdy John. 100% on target with that one. Yes, it's true. You're culpable now.
Also, what's this 4chan screenshot?
I don't know.
apologize for some of the
gay,
ways
they
he
want-
treated me. in the
They're saying
past.
they're saying that's Chuck on 4chan.
Use on other people
Chuck
to
is wild.
expose them. Now, Chuck has since apologized for some of the ways he treated me in the past, and I actually like Chuck. I'm going to say that right now. Chuck's developed as a human being and is an actual...
He's developed. He's grown as a human.
You see, his power before he had the character arc, is just minuscule in comparison.
Yeah. Now he can take on the Hokage.
nice guy at his core. I don't really have anything bad to say about him, and whatever he said in the past was just a product of the fact that he was expected to act a certain way back then. I understand why. But let me show you guys something really f***ed up that I found on my PC, which Seth definitely wouldn't want people to see. Back in 2017, when I was at my lowest
What
point,
is
both
that
he and
cadence?
Seth
What are you talking? Oh my god.
I don't know.
You can't do that. You can't. If you're making a serious video, you can't go, oh, geez, guys, I've got this stuff on my hard drive.
Be ashamed if I leaked it.
Oh, it would be such a bad thing. Like, really, man?
I want to see this point. What is this?
Yeah, let's see it.
Laughed at
Let's
a
see it.
meme that they made showing the following. Yes, that's me in 2017. And here's a recording that I have of Chuck confirming that this thing is actually real, in case Seth tries to lie and say that this is
Wait,
fake.
I don't
or
understand.
it's
What is
some
that?
kind of
It's a Photoshop image of his head around a noose.
Lol.
image that we all laughed at together, which is not the truth. Bro, I was thinking the other day, randomly, do you remember that image from like 2017 of me hanging off the tree? Do you remember that?
Oh my god, dude.
It came to mind
Don't
because
remind me of that. Don't remind me of that.
Yeah,
dude.
I know.
That's terrible.
I
That's
was
terrible.
it came up because I'm going through all these old selfies I had, and then I was like, what the is this? And then I just remembered having that.
Oh, that's so dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did.
No,
I mean,
what
Seth made it, but I sent it to you. And oh, that was terrible, dude.
No, I've no ill will towards you about that. It was just funny because it just randomly came to mind. And I was like, I wonder if Chuck remembers this because I forgot completely.
You can clearly hear my fake laughter to make Chuck comfortable.
Is that really what it says on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought he
my
was.
God.
I thought he was someone I could call a friend, and me being the butt of the joke during the worst time of my life was pretty depressing.
I mean, it's shitty. Like,
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's crappy.
yeah, it's shitty. But like, what do you like? This is what they do. Like, this is how they act. It's not new.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyone from Seth's original SS debate group, which was essentially his moderator group on his Discord server, will attest that Chuck was thrown to the wolves, and I feel Chuck was mostly only hostile towards people in that server because Seth would try to set this high level of expectation that he needs to be a big debater and even baited Chuck into multiple different unfavorable debates and would make fun of Chuck if he lost. In front.
So they would just debate about like anime stuff, right? Not like politics or anything.
As far as I know, yeah, it would just be anime debates, you know. And honestly, for the most part, from what I remember too, the way that those would work is sometimes they would have pretty strong opinions about certain things with the anime debates, but sometimes they would just take certain positions just for the sake of taking those positions, and then they would just kind of like try to debate. Like it was more of a debate for debate's sake kind of a situation. So sometimes they would go off into the weeds and like get really kind of like, you know, insulty just out of more of the fun of it, just because they kind of lose like their own thing of it. So it really did turn
So
kind
it
of
was
into
just
like a
like
WWE thing.
It was just diet internet blood sports for anime weebs.
Yeah, and they were all in on it, as far as I know.
Front of strangers who he had only known for weeks to months. Alright, Parrot, so can you remember all the times that Seth tried to instigate myself into drama with people? I mean, we could talk about all the other people he's done it to, not just myself, but I know for a fact that you're aware he has had, you know, he said some pretty bad shit about me behind the scenes to you and to others, and he purposefully wanted to get me into crap so he could cause me problems with, say, yourself or other debaters in the server.
Yeah. I mean, the most notable thing I remember is him specifically trying to start beef between me and you over like various Bleach things or the like KSI, like Logan Paul video me and him did.
Wait, so they did a debate video on if Logan Paul could beat KSI, I guess.
I guess. I think I don't remember that.
Only in this community would that be like a serious like way to cause like a rift or drama between people. So my guy can beat your guy.
My dad can beat your dad.
Yeah. My waifu is better than your waifu.
Jesus. Soccer could beat all of them.
He would come to me and talk about like how much he'd been, you know, talking bad about me behind my back and stuff, and I assume he was like saying similar stuff to you about me. And then we got in call and started talking about it, and it just was like nothing. Like you hadn't been talking shit. There was no beef whatsoever. It was really weird. He really wanted to manufacture this like argument or conflict between us, and to be honest, he's just sort of been like that about lots and lots of different people hanging around in that community. I definitely remember him.
It's very I'll let you finish in a second, but it is very reminiscent of the 2 attempts he made with Noodles and Trini to debate me, but I ended up becoming friends with the both of them because they actually liked talking with me, which was kind of ironic.
Me laying you to rest after you got slept by Noodles on MMA.
Right. Yeah. And he had very weird things to say about you to me in private at the time when you were sort of like helping him out with lots of like sponsorship stuff and like editing all his videos or whatever, and like, you know, very like you'd think like you two would be very close, right? And you were like spending a lot of time together, but he would just like always talk about how he didn't trust you or how he thought you were like trying to manipulate him, or that nothing he could say to you would be honest. And I think that was because that he was manipulating you. A lot of the stuff he was saying to you wasn't honest, and he was always hankering for like this drama and conflict, which, you know, you were one of the people he was using to do that.
That's definitely for sure. Yeah, that's true. Around that time period, I remember this one time there was a guy called, his name was something Boo or something like that, and he posted something to do with the Naruto vs. Ichigo project and the link to the project, and he's like, I'm canceling this.
I'm kind of losing it a little bit here.
He doesn't even apologize.
It's like, why do we care?
And one day I would never.
That's pretty much that. I'll end the beat of the crowd. It's like someone constantly begging for approval in every single moment. Anything to be seen as likable. I can say for certain.
Can I just
that his
hold on, just
claims
really
of-
quick too? Like Seth is daddy in this community. Like Clyde even said pretty much as much in this video.
Mhm.
He said that like Clyde was I'm sorry. Seth was a person. Seth the programmer was a person in the power scaling thing, and then Clyde kind of came into it and actually messaged him so that he could get a collab, and then that's how they became friends. Whatever. Like this happened with Chuck. This happened with, I can't remember the name of the dude who was talking a little bit before. He's got kind of a deeper voice.
Oh,
like
6.
this. 6. Yes, 666. So he same kind of thing as far as I understand. Like Seth is daddy in this community. So people are constantly like going to him trying to get collabs or trying to start beef with him so that they can try to get a debate on Pin or like whatever. Like this is normal. This is totally normal.
Martial arts are very inflated. He's pretty much been to like 10 classes in total. His ability to woe women is largely inflated, and we'll get into that in the video.
Whoa, wait, are you saying an anime fan can't get a girlfriend?
Oh my god.
News of the century, guys. An anime fan lying about getting a girlfriend? D-Max, this is revolutionary news. Have you ever heard of this before?
Breaking. Hey, breaking, everybody. Anime weeaboo people can't get girlfriend. Might be exaggerating on internet about how much poon they slay. Like, come on.
Seth's probably like, guys, I talked to this girl. She like just like Sakura.
She was gonna be my Tsunade, everybody. She was gonna,
And
she's
even
gonna need 1,000 healing jutsu after I'm done with her.
His debate accolades are pretty suspect, which we'll also go into in this video. A lot of you guys that have been watching our streams for a pretty long time might actually remember Seth saying stuff like, I wish someone would just prove that Berserk is overrated, man. Like, I just don't think it's that good. And I can attest that he said stuff like this.
Okay.
What the hell is this video? I can't believe that he's actually bringing, like, oh, Seth actually doesn't like this anime. He doesn't like Berserk. Did you know that the Berserk guy died recently? This is disrespectful.
He said One Piece was mid.
God damn it. He actually did say that. I'm mad about it. No,
you should do your exposed video, D-Max.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my expose. Guys, he said the programmer said that One Piece was mid, and that I don't slay as much anime slash as he does.
On stream with me, but then during another stream, after the unfortunate.
Oh my god, we were. You were joking about this. He's gonna make an actual point.
Is he really?
He's got the dude on screen.
No, bro, no.
Let's listen. Let's listen.
Of the author, right, from a series that I fucking love, he suddenly pretends that he cares all of a sudden. He also did this countless times with Bleach.
So he was being respectful towards the guy that just recently died? Okay.
So he actually gave an even stupider point, because it's the negative point to what that would have been. So what he was saying was that he was joking about Berserk before the guy died, but then after he realized that you liked it and that and that the guy died and so he should show some respect, he actually showed some respect, and now you're going, oh, what snaky behavior. He's going back on his original opinion. Like, are you kidding me?
He went back on his original opinion that Berserk's overrated.
Oh my god.
On the series, then switching up when he knew that it would be beneficial both financially and publicly to support the series, especially with the anime
even
returning.
If it was the case,
it's fine.
Even if that's true, who cares? Who cares?
This is what is
Voice Critical
this?
said this was good. Like, again, like the allegation of the 10,000 to like 1,000, I'm there for it. Totally on board with it.
Mm-hmm.
Seth needs the answer to that. We need to figure out what's going on. He, at the very least, should pay those people if that's what's.
Well, I do remember.
What happened.
I do remember Moise saying that there was like 40 minutes of content in this.
Oh, really? So he's saying like 40 minutes of proper content in this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
To dislike a series, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, look what Seth said about Naruto, look what Seth said about Bleach, look what Seth said about this series. Like, that's irrelevant. The point is, the constant lying to his fan base is the problem. If I don't like a series, I'll straight up tell you guys.
I'm honest.
Yeah, but the context is that the guy just died. Like, the
And so,
creator
like, he
of
felt
the
like
anime
he felt
just
like
died.
Yeah, so he felt like he shouldn't like trash on it as much.
I'm not a huge fan of Attack on Titan. Eventually, I'm going to watch the whole series, so I can't have much of an opinion on it. But if the guy died tomorrow, I would not trash talk the series for at least a week.
Yeah.
To this day, I'm not a fan of Boruto. It's just my taste. I don't like it, and I'm not going to pretend that I do like it.
Nobody likes
Genuine
Boruto. Everybody's
chameleon
capping on it.
behavior.
Yeah.
Here's
Sorry,
an example.
maggot.
Seth also
Sorry.
did the same when XXX Tentacion died, because I guess he thought that it was the right thing to do, or something like that, which I know for a fact he barely cared, and possibly didn't even listen to him, and I know...
So what? He did like the RAP tweet. Okay.
Yeah. Like, come on. Jesus, man.
know this because I never once heard him reference X a single time, and at that time...
I never heard him listen to him once.
This man's name never came out of this guy's mouth. Obviously, he's lying.
I was a pretty damn big fan of his music, so I took mental note of this. As I also mentioned before with...
I took mental note in this. I jotted it down in my black book, and then the demon came in the night and he killed him.
I used my Renegade to save the memory.
Exactly.
Instigating debates. Both he and Kappa tried to sneakily coerce me into a debate with Trini after I assumed Seth didn't like that I was quite vocal about like political related stuff in call. Not necessarily the context of the actual political discourse we were having, but the fact that I sounded pretty knowledgeable kind of bothered him. He doesn't like when people know more about certain topics than he does. So I just...
Or maybe he's just like, maybe he didn't like that you were talking about politics.
I mean, no. Impossible.
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but you know, when you're in an anime-only Discord server, they tend not to like it when you're talking about politics.
They actually, I know this from experience, they actually do not. They actually hate it. Like, if you bring up politics, they get really, really mad, and they'll call you all sorts of names, and they won't care, man. They'll go brutal.
Yeah.
They'll start lobbing N-words, they'll start lobbing F-words, they'll go hard, dude. They don't play that politics game.
Claimed that my tiredness was too distracting and that I couldn't do the debate. I could smell exactly what was going on. At this time, Seth didn't like at all that I wouldn't take his crap in call, and I would argue with him quite a lot if he would give me attitude. Stating to Trini in private, verbatim, this is what he said to Trini: I need you to take someone out for me. And Trini told me this on the slide.
Wait, it's like I hit? I need you to take out Clyde the weeaboo for me.
Oh my god.
The manga is good, the anime is meh. I wrote it down in my death notes as assassin.
Yeah, there you go, see?
In advance before he could do anything. Seth also at the time was asking his SS server members, aka his mods, to get information on me in one of the chats. He called this his Black Ops chat. A lot of this was being inspired by the fact that I was letting people know in advance that he was kind of a bit crazy, because he was always rude to everyone on Discord, regardless if you're a friend, an enemy, or he was just in a bad mood. He could never control his emotions to the point where he would have so many friendships get cut off just on a whim. Even Nux Taku, who I'd like to assume he and I are on pretty decent terms, the last time we talked was pretty positive, and I appreciate that he reached out to me and wanted to call about some stuff. But that being said, he had some pretty weird experiences with Seth too during this time period, and it was over really petty stuff. It's also ironic with him getting so insecure about the craziness stuff too, because every time that he's had drama with a friend, the second that anything kicks off, he starts telling the world about every single private thing that he's ever been told by them.
I mean, that is kind of crappy there.
Sorry, I missed that. Can you summarize?
So whenever he gets into drama with friends, he always leaks out their personal stuff.
Yeah,
Stuff too, because
I think that is true.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Had drama with a friend.
Yeah, it's pretty
the
bad.
Second that anything kicks off, he starts telling the world about every single private thing that
he's also socially inept that no matter who you are, if the chat on Twitch is loving the topic, he'll actually talk crap about any of his friends. I've caught this happen 4 times while watching throughout 2022 alone. So why did you all keep being friends with him?
For the clout, for the clicks, you know? Like, and I'm not saying that like in to really be a disparagement. I'm just saying like legit, like that is the context of this. And again, like that's why I brought up before, like Seth is daddy in this community. So it's like you get what you get, you know,
So
you gotta
like, I
kind of
think
put
this
up
is just
with
a case
it.
where it's
It
like
would,
his ego got way too big for himself, where he thought he was invincible.
yes. No, that is true. 100% that did happen to Seth.
he's ever been told by them. For example, with me, starts talking about my relationship stuff, starts talking about my IRL, my mental health. Just look at this screenshot on the screen right now. It's literally him mocking me for being depressed, alongside the image from before, which you can see where he edited me hanging off of a tree because I was suicidal. Who the f acts like this? Another example, Noodles with
Discord spurks.
Yeah,
his
pretty much.
girlfriend at the time.
Wait, Noodles? Noodles is a girl? What?
Who the f acts like this? Another example, Noodles with his girlfriend at the time.
Oh, Noodles' is girlfriend. Okay.
Leaking
Yeah, I was
his
curious.
address.
I didn't understand that.
Okay, yeah, this is actually bad right here.
What is this?
He's
So
he's leaking the address. Let me play
This.
that.
Oh.
Another example, Noodles with his girlfriend at the time, leaking his address, trying to get him doxxed. He even lied about almost every single detail in their drama, which no one even
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is actually bad right here. This is the bad
I know his
stuff.
full name, by the way. Instagram. Ooh.
knows about because he played the entire audience
Should have led
like
with
a
this.
fiddle.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm starting to see what Moist Critical was saying, that there was 40 minutes of
Yeah.
content here.
Yeah.
Like I don't need that he asked a girl if she was on a spectrum. I need he doxed people.
Mm-hmm.
They all think Noodles is
Yeah,
like this high IQ anime villain, when in truth, a lot of the drama with Noodles and Swag and Seth, it actually all was inspired by the fact that Noodles just always wanted to debate Swag. That's where it all came from initially. When it comes to Swag Kage, if Seth has the opportunity to, he's going to air out every single bit of private information that he
One of
knows
Swag's group, so he's just like leaking pictures of Swag's friends. Okay.
about Swag Kage. And listen, we're going to get a little bit into that further into the video, but I'm not going to share the actual intricacies or details themselves, but there is something very important which Swag needs to see in this video. Because if he sees this and he still associates with Seth after this
He got that Swag inferiority complex. Has to try and find something he can be proud of.
video, he's a f***ing idiot. Another example, he actually told people that Trini got molested by his neighbor.
Why are you telling people that? Okay, Trini's face that Seth sent out to people. Okay, that's bad.
He also
That's
laughed
bad.
at this guy called Tippo for being raped as a kid. Fam Dingo, well, he laughed at him because he attempted suicide on stream in
Alright, I have to take a quick break real quick. I will play Das Music. Or... Oh wait, I don't have enough time. Anyway, I will... Don't worry, I'll deafen D-Max so that you don't have to worry about anything.
Cool.
I'm back. I am back, by the way. It was my folks that got me a breakfast sandwich. It was rather nice.
Ooh. Damn,
So yeah,
I'm jealous actually.
I'm kind of gonna be muting a bit too, so that I can eat. But
You're good.
2017. I mean, again, here's him openly mocking people from the old server I used to share with Fam Dingo, called the Dingo Den, and literally making fun of my mental health while knowing I'm going through the worst time of my life.
He keeps bringing this up over and over and over.
And that's crappy. I'm not saying it is.
It's bad. It's bad. It's worth a video, but I don't know if it's worth this video. Like maybe what he should have done, I don't know, learning experience here. It's like maybe if you're gonna make these types of things, like make it so that it's like there's the one video that's just the hard facts, allegations, because here's the thing is if you really want Seth the Programmer fans like myself to listen to you, then you don't start with some obvious bullcrap. Like you don't start with some obvious like just nonsense, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cause all of this, like I'm here for you. Like I'm here with you on it. Like, you know, and again, like that, like, or how about this? Leave all of the personal stuff for the tail end of the video, because then by that point you've built up so much goodwill.
Clyde's first
for,
like drama video, or has he made drama videos in the past? So maybe
I don't think he.
Maybe he didn't know how to
I don't
go
think
about
he
it.
knows. No, I don't think he knows really about commentary community or like. I don't think I don't think many of the like Seth knows, because I think Seth at least knows who Keemstar is. But,
He
like,
knows
I don't
Just a
think that
Robot,
of,
who is a part of like a drama community
Yes. Yeah. So like I don't know if these people really are cued into like the way that things kind of work, you know? Like I don't know. It's just not very
Seth definitely knows about the drama community because he knows who Moist Critical is. But also too, I think Clyde knows who Moist Critical is as well, because he was doing a live stream reacting to Moist Critical reacting to him.
Oh, really? Well, there's a difference though, because like, I mean, Moist Critical is at that point now where even people who are not cued into like the commentary scene really like know who Moist Critical is. So like for instance, like my cousins, like my little baby cousins, like I saw them last night, they know who Moist Critical is, but they don't really know who like any of the other people in the space are. Like if I said Rep Zeon,
my little sister
they know
knows
who
who
they are,
Keemstar is. But she doesn't know who Augie RFC is, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly. They know who Repsion is, but they don't know who Augie RFC is or anything.
Life. To this day, all of the drama, the people that got bullied, made fun of in that server, all the fucked up shit that there's that still probably hasn't even came out and no one knows about, right? To this day, he still thinks that he did nothing. Like, he still believes that he was getting attacked by people for no reason and victimizes himself to
Seth, I'm a girl. You're here every day and nobody cares you exist. Drop names. Seth, stop. That's mean.
Oh my god. It's like the bumpiest road. It's like the weirdest, bumpiest road. Where
there
it's
is
just
stuff that I'm seeing here that's like you could definitely get Seth on, but you need to focus on those more rather than just glossing over them.
Yeah.
Actually delusional. During the infamous Boruto collab that Seth, Swag, and I did, when I mentioned I was planning to make a video giving my honest thoughts on Boruto, which involved me having to actually like watch and read it, Seth said, "Weren't we gonna do that collab?" And I said, "Well, we still can if you'd like." And we got Swag onto the video. Now, the only reason that collaboration happened was because I knew that if I did it solo, Seth would have cried about it, because this had actually happened in a past video that I did with Swag, a video where Swag and I talked about an alternate ending of Naruto involving Madara. And Seth got so upset because he assumed that we stole that topic from him, as he planned to do Momoshiki versus Madara, that he cried about
I mean... This is just crime out topic stealing now.
Yeah.
To be fair, it seems like the crying.
Stupid.
To be fair, it seems like the crying's on Seth's end.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like that's stupid on Seth's part, but I think he's done that before. Like Seth takes me a little bit as like a little bit of a Keemstar dude, where it's like rules for thee and not for me kind of thing.
Right.
Like I think that if he saw other people doing this type of thing, he'd be like, "Oh, that's really stupid," but he'd do it himself, you know. Like, I like Seth a lot, but it's not like he's perfect.
No.
At it for weeks and started to imply that I was a rat. Same with Swag. He, like, pretty much didn't trust us for months after that. He legit thought we went out of our way to do that in a malicious way. I can say to this day, right, now that I have absolutely zero connection with Seth, I had no intentions to steal the video. If I did, I'd straight up admit it right now. But this is where his weird paranoia started to get worse and worse the more that I knew him.
Are you still talking to Clyde? Yeah, we are reminiscing about Xbox 360. Be careful. I'll be sure to. It's just weird how he changed his tune about you. Can we talk about it in a call? I never expected to talk with him for 2 hours.
More that I started to get on him about his mental health and the way that he treated others, the more that he started to become really...
I spent years trying to prove you were an opportunistic dummy. While you tried touting that you were being a good guy, now here we are. It's all come. I don't see how this proves your point. I knew it. You did work with Surf Bone to further advertise your position for these credits. Be honest, buddy. What a grim world. I'm guessing this is also Seth, because the profile picture is the one he uses for his streams.
Really paranoid about everyone coming after him. He'd always think that I had some ulterior motive, like I was trying to get something from him, steal money, etc. Even with random people, regardless of how nice they were, it didn't matter. He'd do it with them too. In October of 2017, I said to Seth, who at the time had videos with the quality of Windows Movie Maker, yo, let's collab.
Oh!
Wow. What a roast.
Your videos were never good to begin with. That's why I wanted to collaborate with you. Oh!
Exactly. Oh, your videos weren't good until I started coming in.
And I'll edit it. Let's do the Espada versus the Akatsuki. He was pretty excited to see what I could do, and at the time was very impressed. I even recorded the video footage for his sponsor on the video, which I believe at the time was Sword. If I get it wrong, whatever. But I was paid around like 250 USD to do this, which was cool. It was the first time I'd been paid to edit, and I mostly did it because I actually just wanted him to have a cool video, and I had always said, I actually want to make videos with you, I like collaborating with you, and obviously I'm going to work hard because my channel at the time was small, so by collaborating, my channel grows. If I work hard for him, my channel grows. It's beneficiary for the both of us. So, you know, I edited this video in a pretty quick manner, due to the video needing to be done by a certain time. It was actually around 50 minutes, if I am remembering that correctly too. Someone's no doubt downloaded it on YouTube. But normally, to give you guys some context, normally a video like this would have taken me 2 to 3 weeks to produce. I did it in a few days. If you want to see the difference in videos before and after I started editing for him, just look at the videos coming out nowadays.
This is another nothing point.
Yeah, look how bad his video is now that I'm not working for him.
Seth the programmer's pretty good at power scaling, but did you know he's not very good at editing? But I'm pretty good at editing, and I started working for him. He paid me an amount that we discussed prior, and everything was fine, which is why this is a controversy now.
Yeah.
Versus the ones that you can see where I worked on them. I actually have a file on my PC which is related to Sony Vegas, which I use to edit my videos, and it tells me every single video that I've ever edited. If I need to, I can go and look and find every single video that I worked on for him, which to this day, pretty much no one even knows about.
Okay.
So what?
Talk about the doxing.
You know, okay, so funny thing here, I used to do what's called, or what I used to call ghost editing, which is like a popular YouTuber either reaches out to you or you get a hold of a popular YouTuber and you say, hey, like, you know, I'll edit for you in your style of content, but maybe a little bit better or whatever. And you don't have to put my name on the video, and you can just release the video just so long as you pay me like extra to not have like the, you know, the accolades for it, essentially. I did this quite a bit, so much so to where I was able to buy a house with the amount of money that I was able to get. This is a thing that people do. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's outrageous. Like like as an editor, in my opinion, you have to ask if you want your stuff to have your name on it, right? So like if you made a video for Seth and you didn't mention like, hey, I want you to tell people that I edited this video, I don't think that there's any onus on Seth to make it so that like, hey, Clyde the weeaboo edited the video, you know?
Right. Let's see what his point is.
It's actually beyond pathetic and honestly lazy, because he records some of his videos with a Turtle Beach headset because...
Yeah, I will say Seth's audio is crap.
Yeah, it has been.
He doesn't want to bother with setting up a professional mic, which he could easily pay someone to do, or just buy one that's like auto set up when you plug it in.
It is pretty cringe when YouTubers do that. Like when like bigger YouTubers don't like go for like the bigger, better setup. You know, it's
unless it's their aesthetic, like Mr. Medicare. You know, if you know who he is, like Medicare's whole thing is like, yeah, I'm just going to debate you on this headset.
But like, I don't know. It's like then like people like Shoe on Head do that too, or I don't know if she still does that, but she used to try to say like, "Oh, I'm not buying anything more than just a webcam because that's my aesthetic," and it's like, I get it, but like, you know, you can.
Yeah, but
you
I also like
could.
nice audio. That's why when I get the money,
Right.
I'm buying a RE20.
Yeah, there you go.
Later in the year, we plan to do Aizen versus Madara. This video was probably to this day the most stressful work that I've ever done apart from this video now. And looking back on it, other YouTubers would have been exposed for this situation due to how much work I had to do in such a short amount of time and how much I was shit on for taking too long, which is ironic because I actually didn't take too long. I got it done in record time. But anyway, Seth and I sat down 3 days before Christmas in 2017 and he wanted to record this video off the cuff. I, at the time, wanted the video to be scripted and formatted correctly so I could edit the video like a well-structured breakdown. And I also didn't want to record the video without a script or at least some guidelines in front of me to spitball because the memory problems that I was having from my sleep deprivation and mental health...
You guys don't understand. My mental problems were causing me not to remember Aizen's feats.
Oh my god, God. My brain rot. The brain rot that I'm getting from this video is so much, man. Because it's like it's such an emotional roller coaster.
We're not
like,
even halfway through.
I unfortunately, like in a little bit, I can't. Not right now, but in a little bit, I'm gonna have to dip because I have to prepare to.
You have nothing.
Debate
You have nothing.
somebody
And you
about
are
Mr.
gay.
Beast.
You have nothing. And you are gay.
Yo, $5 from Panic Pun. Thank you so much. Depending on the topic, is topic stealing the biggest crime as long as it's their own take on it in the original script? Well, that's the thing. I don't think it's even topic stealing
not.
because Seth's original video was purely just Momoshiki versus Sage's 6 Pass Madara. Their scenario was what if he actually won and he had, and I think they did go into like fighting Momoshiki and the other Otsutsuki clan members, but mainly it was just like what if he actually did win, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like Seth is definitely being a pansy about this. Like it's not like you stealing topics on the internet. Like that's a really dumb thing anyway. I really hate it when people go because you can have a different take. Like even if it's like pretty much copy pasted the same video. I mean,
Dude,
if it's that,
I had a
then it's
guy
bad,
when like the whole like frenemies thing happened with like Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein. I decided it was like when I first like decided I was gonna go full into commentary, and this guy he was working on like a big retrospective video on H3H3 and before like the Trisha Paytas stuff was going on. And he as soon as he heard I was making like the frenemies video, he accused me of stealing his topic. Like, bro, you're not the first person to talk about H3H3. I don't know what to tell you.
Yikes. I don't get it when people say that shit. I don't get it.
Health, along with my mental fatigue in general, was making it really hard for me to improv record, and I tried to stress this to him, but he just didn't listen. Before I was experiencing these issues, I used to be able to record videos off the top of my head without a script. I actually used to make Call of Duty commentary videos on my old channel.
Wait, so you do know drama? Checkmate. Checkmate.
Snaky snake. I don't know. It might be a snake, like a little trough of snakes here. I don't know.
Yeah. Orochimaru is definitely in the building.
Yeah, right. Oh my god,
dude! The
That's
regular commentary audience is gonna hate me for this live stream. Not just
All
because
of
I'm a
these
bad
anime
streamer.
references.
Oh yeah, just because of all these anime stuff.
Back in the day, before I did any of this
He's
anime
basically
stuff, and I
Voldemort
had-
for all of you nerds out there.
Yeah. For the Harry Potter.
All you transphobes out there, yeah.
Dude, I love how like the queer like LGBT community was like obsessed with Harry Potter up until like a year ago.
That's just how it works, man. That's how everything
were
works.
still-
It would be the same.
They were
Yeah.
still obsessed with Harry Potter even after like the accusations came out, but now that's like they're acting like they never liked it to begin with. But anyway, back to this video.
Yeah.
Close to like 3,500 subs on that old channel before I got rid of it. To give you some perspective, sometimes the raw audio for one of my normal, highly edited videos, like say the Dong Guy video, the actual audio for a video like that was 3 hours long.
I don't care.
That doesn't matter.
Guess what? If I make a 20-minute commentary video, and you guys have seen me on stream, I stutter a lot. Guess what? The raw audio for that, and like if it's on cam, the video footage is sometimes going to be over an hour.
Oh yeah. No, same here. I mean, it's the same thing. Even for my scripted videos. Like even back in the day, 2015, and like the stuff that I'm making right now, like I will, you know, the recording for those will be like at least 3 times longer than what the actual video is usually.
Yeah.
If they're big like the Stark video or the Mugetsu video, it's even longer. Because of my sleeping issues, I have a lot of trouble reading. Not because I can't read as I'm reading it.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna stop watching Seth's content. We're gonna have to see, because like I agree, like, you know, the stuff that's come out that we agree with is bad, but like I am never watching Clyde's stuff, because what the hell is this? Like, come on, man.
Dude, you need to focus on the doxing stuff and the Patreon stuff, because right there,
Yeah.
I'm with Clyde. I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this, man. I'm with you on that, 100%. If you go further into that kind of stuff during this video, I'm for it, man. 100%.
You could have.
I don't need to know about your sleeping problems. I'll be honest.
You could have gotten both of us like to eat our words at the beginning of this video, saying like, "Oh, this is trash," whatever. Like, you could have made it so that like, if you had just come out with all of that stuff and just gone boom after boom after boom with those real things that really matter, then yeah, we would be like, "Oh yeah, I guess yeah, Seth programmer's in the wrong. He's got to answer for this. We got to figure out what's going on," which is true anyway. But like, it's just the fact that like you've put in so much filler content. You know, you've put in so much stuff that doesn't matter at all. It's like, maybe it would be good to understand the context of what's happening and the way that you reacted about certain things. But it's not even like saving face. It's just like, why are you injecting all of this weird, like, personal stuff into this?
Oh my god, Nuclear Winter. He hasn't even gone over the pedo allegations yet.
Oh, there's pedo allegations against Seth?
Yeah. He hasn't even gone over that yet.
Oh boy. Okay, start with that. You know?
Yeah, like you guys, if you ever want to do an exposed video in the future, start off with if they done it, by the way, doxing, scamming fans out of money, and pedo allegations. Those usually are the hard hitters. I don't need to know that like when you were 5 years old, your mom was mean to you.
Yeah, and then Seth helped you out and then apparently dropped you like it's hot or something. It's like, yeah, it's like, okay, that's all. Again, like you said, John, like it's all crap behavior. Like, it's all bad. But like, is it worth us on the internet caring about it, you know? Is it worth like because there's 2 audiences that you're doing this for, right? You're doing it for the audience that likes Seth already and the audience that doesn't know anything about Seth. So it's like, you're not going to,
because like, of course you already got the people who hate him.
Right. Yes, you already got them. They're on your side already. But like, so the people who don't know Seth, you might get them with a lot of these arguments or like whatever, because they don't understand the context of what the community was or what is or any of that. But like, for the people that are in the community, the people that do like Seth, you're not doing any, like, it's almost like he did this is conspiratorial 100%. I don't know if I believe this, but it's almost like he did it on purpose. Like, it's almost like he wants people from Seth's camp to like come out against him just so they can be like, see, look, they're not looking at the real allegations, because you took so long to get there and you did such, like, you brought up such dumb things like that nobody should care about. You know?
This is. Oh, also, hi, Hans Bloodletter. Das Nerdy, I hope you're doing well. I am doing good, man. Hans Bloodletter was actually, like, I would say, like, my first YouTube friend. He actually, like, I remember, like, being like a 5-sub Andy, and me and him were, like, talking about, like, Hearts of Iron 4, which is, like, a strategy game for World War II.
So you're saying Hans is your Chuck the Cybercuck? He's gonna try to expose you at some point, but it's not gonna go over so well. And then several years later, I'll make a video about you and.
Dude, he's got me on so many. He's got so many screenshots of me saying the N-word. I'm done for.
Oh boy, yeah, you're done for. You're cooked.
Yeah.
Right now, but it's because I like to have backup lines so that if I read something and I f it up, but I don't notice because of my
is
sleep
Keem gonna cover
deprivation,
this? Hannah said that in chat.
I mean, on his live stream, I would, because he does a podcast now with Pack God, and I don't know if they're necessarily going to cover that, but I think Pack God might know about Seth because he's kind of.
It will be interesting because I think Seth and Keemstar have at least had like minor interactions before, so yeah, that'll be interesting.
I have backup lines in case there's weird noises, errors in the audio, or like I said, I mess up the line. If you record separate audio sessions, it can make the video sound super different. Here's an example. Listen to my Naruto Destiny video where the video goes from—
I don't care!
Yeah, this is dumb. This is so dumb.
Oh my god, I'm skipping this. Wait, I want to
skip it.
Please let this be a part.
My blood pressure would be getting messed up.
Oh my god, I don't care.
Oh my god. My blood pressure would be getting messed up because of my trauma from my mother from my childhood.
I guess you could say his blood pressure was over 9,000.
It was over 9,000.
It
was over
Hannah
8,000
with the link. Oh, let's see this Keemstar tweet. If it will load. Anime YouTuber Seth the Programmer has been accused of lying, stealing money, recording friends without permission, sexual harassment.
Is that Seth?
Manipulative behavior, grooming allegations, and pedo stuff. Yeah, this is apparently Seth the Programmer.
That's Seth? I thought he was going to be way uglier.
I thought he was going to be black.
I'm surprised. I knew he wasn't black, but...
And 15 other things in a 3-hour expose video. So yeah, this is under Keemstar's radar. Holy crap!
Right. Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
he's not even wrong.
No, I mean he definitely is accused of these things.
Yeah, that's true.
You can
do
it, and it was always sarcastic too. It was never encouraging, which I would say, like, dude, you know, if you were nicer to me, like, I could easily get this video done faster. I want positive attitude. Like, I'm gonna.
I need a positive vibes.
This is a really harsh work environment, Seth. I just can't work like this.
Dude, yeah, it's like the Chinese sweat factories.
I would like to say too, like, this is kind of an aside, but it's kind of related. I am currently working on a video for Whammon recording. I have been meaning to try to get this video out for the past like couple days, but things have just been popping off in weird ways, so I haven't been able to do it. Like the Whammon recording, they are so nice because I feel so bad about not getting this
they're
video
super
out on
patient
time.
because you know with me, like I use like my normal work schedule is like I have a little bit of like the afternoon, which is why I'm able to do the morning shows, and then like I work like the rest of the day, and then I go to bed around like 10, right? And so like usually it takes me like 2 days to work on a video, and like they're super patient.
Yeah, it's about same for me usually, but like this one I'm just taking exceedingly long on for, like just all sorts of dumb reasons. So it's like my point being just that like stuff happens, and it's reasonable. But even like if they were upset at me and they were like trashing me or whatever, like I would get it. I'd be like, hey, fair enough. Like,
I mean, especially if you said you can have this done within a certain amount of time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, especially if you had agreed upon that or if there's money changing hands, which it sounds like there is. So
yeah, like usually like I can crank out a video like I given the hardware that I have to deal with relatively like okay at a decent rate. But then like I've had a few people who I've edited for ask for like subtitles. And like my version of Premiere Pro doesn't have it to where you can auto do the subtitles, so I had to do it manually, and it sucks.
Yeah, no, manual subtitles are the worst.
I feel personally more in debt to someone that's nice to me as opposed to someone who is an asshole to me. It's just how I operate.
Well, what do you do?
This is what I'm talking about though. Chanry from the Whammon, we love Chanry to Whammon. She says in chat, she says, Max nerdy, I don't like to be a dommy mommy. Plus you guys have lives. You're the best editors. See, it's like they get it. Like that's a normal relationship between like editors and their creators. Like that's so this is it's not great on Seth's part. Like he really shouldn't be, pushing so hard on whoever, but at the same time, it's like, again, from my perspective, I really don't think it's unreasonable for Seth to be giving a little bit of grief. Like, hey, like, get this video done. I wanted to get it out. Please, like, come on. We talked about this. It's normal.
Honestly, I think I might have to do a part 2 live stream for this. We are like close to 2 hours now, and we're not even halfway through this video.
mean, I just want to know like the meat and potatoes of this. I just wish somebody would
Exactly.
do it like an
I'm
edit,
the same way,
you
dude.
know?
Like if someone could make a supercut of this entire video to where like it's actually the stuff of substance, I would love that.
Like I said, I would do it if I had time, but I have no time. It's so sad because I want to know.
I want to know too.
Yeah.
To negative attitude. In fact, it turns me off of doing something for someone because I'll happily feel way worse if I have to do something for someone that's nice to me. That's just how I am. But anyway, to give you guys some understanding, if I was like a game producer or an engineer or something like
I don't care. What is this?
Wait, what is this?
Look at this.
Oh my god.
I just like click on a random moment. What the heck?
Like pretend that was him. There was actually a time where someone was complimenting the way that my appearance looked in VC, and Seth tried to post a screenshot of myself from the iDubbbz video to put me down for some weird reason.
Wait, he was in the iDubbbz? Wait, he was in an iDubbbz video? What?
I don't know, like, was he getting insecure because another grown man was getting a compliment from someone? Like, I don't know, that was weird. The actual reason why server members of mine like Goob, Charlie Smith G, Reach, and many others actually liked me was because we got along. And what makes it more weird is that, why would he even care in the first place if people joined my server? He didn't even like those guys to begin with. He had issues with them on multiple occasions, and talked almost all of them in private, except maybe Reach, because Reach is like rarely ever around.
Okay.
Hey John, sorry, just real quick. I'm gonna hop off. Everybody please press like on the video. Thanks for having me on. I want to see more about this. I am kind of curious. I do kind of hope that you do a part 2 if you end up closing it before the video gets done. You also got Gibdo and Colin. So
I was just about to drag him in. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you later, dude.
Take care. Yo, Gibdo, how you doing, man? Gibdo? I'm guessing your internet was goofy again. Just go ahead and you there?
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, there we go. Okay, sweet.
All right, I'm gonna watch it live.
Okay. So, what's your experience been with Seth the programmer? You a fan of his, or did you just?
I've seen his videos on my recommended a couple of times. Never really clicked on them.
Oh, so this is your first time hearing about him?
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Was there anything you wanted to call in and talk about?
No, I just wanted to hang out in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, usually that'd be cool, but doing a show at the moment. Sorry, Gibdo. No hard feelings, man. But Seth the programmer made someone literally eat literal crap, record it, shared it, the video call, and he just promoted it into a server moderator. Well, tough luck there, man. Tough luck.
Eventually, through messages, I got Seth to admit that he had mental issues, and it genuinely
I'm not surprised.
got so exhausting dealing with him. I can frankly say that to this day, I have never had any experience, right, like this kind of stress from any other friend or content creator on YouTube to this degree. When I edited a video for Nux Taku, he was chill, gave me more time. Swag Kage, never complained, always chill. Chuck, super lenient, wasn't rude, respected how time consuming the work was, gave me...
Okay, we get it. He was a bad friend and a bad employee.
People that I knew. I'd actually be depressed knowing that if I don't respond to a message he sent me, he would get suspicious or just cause drama on a whim. I also never had any bad experiences with many people in the community that I sadly had.
Okay, folks. We've gotten over what it's no hard feelings, man. No hard feelings. Okay. We've gotten over like 2 hours, right? I'm gonna add I'm gonna add a poll. Continue continue watching or save for tomorrow? And then continue tomorrow. All right, guys, go ahead and vote there if you want to continue the stream, or if you want to save this for part 2 tomorrow. Cause this is by the way, if we do continue this, y'all knew this video is better of Seth the programmer. Okay. Yeah, I did hear, because I did watch like the first like few minutes of it. It did seem more credible. Continue? Okay. Guys, I need like a 5-minute break real quick. Just letting you know. Like a solid like 5-minute break. We're gonna like play some music. Cause Jesus, this is very long, and this is such a dumb drama. This so dumb. Like, I love dumb drama, but like, hey, Jesus. Let me what's a good song to sort of Let's see. Here we go. And it seems like majority of everyone wants this to continue. All right, I'm just gonna go on a quick break real quick, and then we will continue the stream.
I cannot take this anymore. Saying everything I said before. All these words, they make no sense. I found bliss in ignorance. Less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Everything you say to me, I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe. I'm about to break. I find the answers are so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found this in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away. Over and over again. Everything you say to me, I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me, I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe. And I'm about to break. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up. Shut up.
Standing on solid ground, it's still be sinking. Sun moving in the bars, you still be linking. Love beef when it starts to pump your thinking. It's not a mirage, I'm in the arm of the tractor. From out the garage with an empty dot, but it's hard to dodge. In the back of that spine, where my darts is lodged. Don't flip it straight up, ripping apart your squad. X said I choose your style, cuts and blends. It's like a syringe, banging you in each of your limbs. You see me coming through your party hard, without no
All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry for that wait, guys. Sorry for the wait. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay. So, allegations so far. Seth is big meanie. Also, actual serious stuff. He, I guess, was doxing someone, or attempting to dox at least, and scammed his fans out of money. All this very serious stuff. Nah, oh god, everyone's fighting over my music taste. Why did it go from rap to metal? Cause that's just the kind of guy I am. I'm a very nerdy individual, guys. Oh god, we're not even in like Noodles' video yet. Jesus Christ.
Had cut off like Noodles or Omar, and I had to remove them because if I didn't, Seth would be suspicious that I was doing something wrong or meddling with his work or whatever else paranoia was inspiring him to say. Like, it was ridiculous. Here's a screenshot of him threatening me after I had to explain.
Let's see. I'm gonna need a full screen to read this one. Jesus. Let's see. S. Smith messaged me because the audio worked just then. I haven't told him to do anything. I am not trying to mess with your work for you. We may not be speaking anymore, but I have no bad intentions for you. I think this is Clyde saying this, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yellow text is Clyde right there. Let's see. Nah, I'm not mad about the wait. I'm mad about the dude not talking about the allegations and you. Man. Why you gotta be hard on my playlist, man? Come on.
I wasn't involved in Smith G not wanting to work with him. I had nothing to do with the situation. It was during a time period where Seth, out of nowhere, had just deleted me off Discord.
Okay, read these two screenshots. Okay. I'm not sharing the screen anymore. Might as well. Okay. Another one bites the dust. Google hard drive. Gorilla kinda have big fist. I'll watch it later. Bear vs. Gorilla timestamp. Well, if you're doing well today, by the way, King, I feel betrayed. What's up?
Because I told him to stop being a baby because he was like, you're a bad friend, you don't care about me, I know you don't care. After I'd spent countless calls trying to tell him to see a doctor, get veneers, look after himself, how to take care of his fucking facial skin with different kinds of creams and so on, even helped him pick out damn clothes for...
Oh, okay. So, what I'm... I don't... So, wait, so it's just... I was being supportive friend, but he wasn't towards me. I mean, look, no one isn't saying that Seth definitely isn't in the wrong for the majority of this, but I feel like the important things to talk about are the doxing and the scamming, that kind of stuff. That's the stuff you really need to focus on here. Not the whole, he was mean to me in a call,
For fuck's sake. And I'd get treated like that on a whim because he's having a bad fucking day. It actually had nothing to do with anything like me being involved. Smith straight up told me that he genuinely felt uncomfortable working with Seth and he knew that if he did, shit was gonna go wrong. To give you a consistent example of that too, here is audio recording of the head animator of Naruto vs. Ichigo explaining that multiple people who worked on the project had verbatim said that Seth was crazy, right? And that they needed to stop working with him and they advised the main animator to stop because of how weird he was to work with. Alright, Omar, so could you give me some examples of the kind of stuff that people who had worked on the project that stood away or warned you about certain things, what was the kind of like language they gave towards you in regards to working with Seth? Can you kind of summarize it within like a minute or so? How many times you heard this? And because you even told me that it wasn't just from the workers, it was also from family members too.
Yeah, so like the animators themselves all specifically said he's unstable, like crazy, and they don't want to work for him. A lot of people said they don't want to work on it again unless I'm at the helm. and was specifically only going to work on it if that was the case. I had the music guy specifically work with him for about a month and say to get away from him. The dude is crazy, and the way he speaks to me is not okay. And the way he speaks and treats everyone else, that the dude is nuts, and to get away from him.
You gotcha. Okay, so to give them props here, this dude should talk about the serious stuff, not the he was mean to me for this specific day. So he's a bad person stuff. No one cares. No, I agree with you, Aspire. I agree. Aspire. Sorry, I agree with you, man. Yeah, he should talk. He needs to address the more serious stuff, but also as well, like, well, this right here, I kind of get mentioning because it just shows that he's unreliable. Like, the whole, like, we'll make fun of you for anything, internet tough guy act. Like, I think that's okay. Like, that's an alright personality to have when you're working on not working on a project. When you're in a debate setting and you're just in, like, your Discord hanging out. But when you're working on a serious project, you kind of, like, you need to be a bit more professional. Oh. Oh, is it? Okay. I'm going... well, you know, I need to stay green for YouTube, so I can't be saying swear words too much.
Friends and family also said the same, and art friends who had worked on other projects with him had said about how ridiculous he was and that I shouldn't be dealing with him to get away constantly. It was everyone telling me to move away from him and that the dude's bad news, including my mother, other family members, and my...
Your mother? Why does your mom know about internet stuff? I don't know. I like to keep internet stuff as far away from IRL. Because, you know, the internet stuff is meant to be fun. It's meant to be fun stuff, not the whole... Mom, did you see this Discord drama I got into? Oh my god. Like, nah. Wine. Oh boy, what happened? Seth the programmer. Bad person. Bad person.
Girlfriend.
Also, here's an audio recording where the head animator of Naruto vs. Ichigo said that the majority of the reasons why he went to go see a psychologist was because of Seth. Also, Omar, could you sort of tell me, so you had said to me in private that...
This guy on the internet was mean to me, so I had to go see a therapist. What?
Whenever you would go to see your psychologist because you deal with some mental health issues, which is completely okay. We all have our problems and stuff, and I'd never judge you for that. But you had told me on more than one occasion that what usually would happen is that you would go to your psychologist and the initial meetings, which would be about you, would then diverge into pretty much being all about him. That's correct?
Yeah, that is correct. A lot of our...
Oh my god, that's sad. Do you guys remember when Dev Noodles admitted that when he was talking to his therapist, all he would talk about is Keemstar? That's on like the same level of sadness for me right now, is the fact that you're spending your therapy session, which is usually like an hour long, talking about some rando on the internet. That's... You can't get sadder than that.
Sessions would divulge about my anxiety around Seth, or how he was treating me, or the various situations around him, and how to navigate it and help him, but also how to make sure I'm not hurt. One thing that came up in particular a lot was me concerned about his life and the trajectory of it. But my therapist would always try and bring me back to how do I make me okay with it, and how do I somewhat separate myself from him. How do I protect myself? Yeah.
Now, there was something you had said to me last night that really stuck to me, and you had thanked me actually when it comes to us working together for the past month or so, because you had said that it was kind of refreshing in a sense to work with me because there was absolutely no tension, no insults, no anxiety, no rudeness, and...
This is big. So, when you started working with me, I was a really nice guy, right? I was a really nice guy. Precisely. Talk about the doxing, not him being not a great friend. We can tell he isn't a great friend due to the fact that he might have doxed someone. Exactly. Oh my god. He had to go to a therapist because he was mean. He was mean is uber cringe. Oh god, yes. It's like Deaf Noodles. Oh wait, how long is this video? Because he could also be saying this stupid stuff to pad this out. This is like almost a 3-hour long video Oh, now he's stroking his ego. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, when you started working for me, I was a really nice guy, right? Yeah, I was just like really nice to you, right? Jesus.
And is that correct? Like, even just working with me for just a handful of weeks on and off when it comes to my story, or even like looking at one of my new videos like Aizen versus Unohana, do you actually get that sense that working with me is like an actual relief compared to being around him all the time?
Oh my god, shut up. So yeah, he said I was really nice to work with, guys. I'm way better than Seth the programmer. Well, this how stupid can you get, my guy?
I even once left a call with a girl who I was very close with at the time because I had to prioritize answering his random request to call, and like I said, if I ignored...
Dude, I was in the Discord call with a girl I liked. I had to answer your Discord call, man. I could have been sliding in her DMs.
For him, he used to be suspect that I was doing something shady, and I had to keep this low-key...
Wait, sorry again about that time back in 2019 when I had to leave our call to speak to Seth. I feel bad for being so rude like that to this day. It's okay, especially now that I understand your point of view. Like, I guess you could have been, you could have treated it a little bit better. I know you're, oh my god, this is about a Discord call. This is about a Discord call. What is reality, man? What is this?
All the time because it was embarrassing to talk about to people. But anyway, around July/August of 2018, I'm showering, and I get out of the shower, and I get these really weird messages from Seth, where he's coming at me accusing me of plagiarizing another YouTuber's intro, and I was like, nah, f*** this. And I messaged him, stating that I was going to pay him back the rest of the money that I owed him from the deal, which I think was like around
He accused you of stealing an intro. Like, it's dumb, egotistical, and petty. Yeah. This slightly seems like stuff H3H3 would do. Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. Like, did you guys know I'm a good person?
$2,000 at the time, and I didn't even have the money, right? But I was going to try and do it anyway, and he went absolutely crazy when I deleted him, tweeting publicly about this, and even telling people that if I paid him back the remaining money, he wouldn't stop coming at me. Verbatim telling people.
Keep in mind, I only continued working with him and accepting future payments because it was better than being in drama with him. I mean, you could have just like, hey, I'm going to take a break.
That he was going to make sure I was homeless and, quote, eat out of the trash. He himself has even repeated this phrase before too, to try and make light of it. Also, here are screenshots of this being confirmed by Trini, who is talking to him in the screen.
I'm still going to beef with Clyde after that payment. He's a total P-word for leaving the second I joined.
Screenshot and him threatening me through messages with physical violence. He actually says in these messages here that he wants to meet up.
Hey, you aware Clyde, Tipo, Corey, and all of them are talking crap way before I was going on it with Clyde.
With me at Anime Expo so that he can try and do something to me, which he also threatened towards Fam Dingo. It got so weird at the time that Barack Obama, also known as Saving the Bees, and he'll probably remember this, had to step in and tell Seth to stop making things public, and even Chuck went at Seth and told him to stop, which to this day, I will say I respect Chuck very much for doing that, because this was clearly a product of the fact that of all the years that Chuck had been around Seth, he clearly thought, yeah, this isn't cool, dude, you're taking it too far, just like even Trini said. At the time, my friends Corey, Smith, John, Tipo were all supporting me, and Trini, of all people, was like, nah, this is too far, and warned me many times to keep my distance from Seth. Swag at the time too was helping me, and even while I was in the midst of having...
Okay, yeah, we're reconnected. We're reconnected. Okay. Jeez.
Even if I want to pay him back and do the right thing, which I was attempting to do, I still told Swag to not come at Seth so hard, and Swag was about to post something in Seth's server that I will not say what it is, but I stopped him from doing.
Okay, so that insinuates that it's a dox. My guess is you were stopping him from releasing a dox, which is a good thing. Okay, but you need to lean more into like that kind of stuff. It's always about Discord call. This whole thing is airing out the guy's grievances with Steph, with a few crumbs of legit crap to be concerned with. MFers need to touch grass. Yeah, we could have replaced the Seth the programmer with Keemstar. All I saying, Noodles' video is better about Seth's programmer doxing. Okay, yeah, ideally, probably go over that stuff tomorrow, cause honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go through all of this today. This is such a long video, Jesus.
It even while I was in such a bad situation and had every reason to fight back like this. I'm sure you can guess what it probably was. If Swagger's watching this, he will know specifically what I told him not to post in Seth's server. That should speak at least somewhat about the character that I have beyond just this YouTube bullshit. Eventually, Chuck was able to calm Seth down. Seth and I got into a call. We kept things cordial, and something I did, which I feel bad about to this day, was that I cut off Trini. However, during this time period, to give some context, many people, like Smith, had told me that Trini was instigating stuff and laughing at the situation because there was some weird third-party stuff going on, like hacking, doxing, and emails getting messed with by, we don't even know who to this day, but there's, you know, it's probably obvious who did it. And yeah, truthfully, I didn't really know Trini that well, or these characters that well for that matter, so I just want to say, hand out to Trini right now, I apologize for being a dickhead towards you. I know that you probably don't like me, but your advice was correct, and I think that you deserve to have some credit here because you were correct and you did do the right thing. And I hope you understand the nuance in the situation of that I didn't know who to trust. I was in a situation where, although I did have friends...
Oh, Jesus, okay. I get it.
...friendship and don't speak about it public or cut ties with him and blah, blah, blah. I actually had to do this too with someone called Cubic. I had to tell my friend Corey to remove...
God.
...and wouldn't drop it because he wanted to look like the good guy. What a weirdo. The difference in channel size and our power dynamic financially just made it feel more suffocating. If I don't take his
The power level was too great, guys. If a YouTuber has to refer to their own character, it's safe to assume that they're full of crap. Yeah. Come on, guys. You know me. You know I wouldn't do stuff like this. Come on now.
disrespect or delete him, he will cause drama. If I don't take his disrespect or delete him, I will now be financially trapped with him, and he can slip through because he saw me as a bit of a threat due to how hard it was for me to be controlled and how I would always shit-talk him. And unlike his usual lackeys, we used to argue a lot behind the scenes, but not many people even know about this stuff. As you can tell by our personalities on stream, we are very much like water and oil, and I did want to help him succeed. I truly did. Before we worked together, no one had helped me out financially like he did, and I grew up in a pretty bad area as a kid, which I don't want to exaggerate, but it was such a bad area.
Oh my god, don't...
Clyde has me blocked on Twitter. You know what I mean? He has me blocked, right? So I was actually going to continue animating or trying to get Naruto vs. Ichigo animated, but I got blocked by everyone. So like,
number one, I helped the project get its initial Patreon money by uploading a shout out that I instantly deleted once it had spurred out in my messages about me apparently being a bad friend and not being available 24/7 when I also am just
Okay, now we're getting to the project again. Let's focus on the project, please. Dear God, why is this video an hour? No, it's not an hour. It's almost 3 hours. We're an hour in a bit, yeah. Why is he just like a trauma dumping on us every few minutes? I don't know, but I want the actual allegations.
Juggling my own videos at the same time that he genuinely couldn't give a fuck about, to be honest. I bet if my channel had gotten taken down for copyright or hacked or something like that, he would have loved it because then he would have had me under his thumb, completely reliant on him. Along with that, he has lied to you all about how much the project made and how much he did in regards to the project. In my content of the past, I hyped up Naruto vs. Ichigo all the time in videos that weren't even relevant to it, like for example, my Mugetsu video, and purposely hurt my own channel's content by having to avoid talking about war-related power scaling, as it would spoil the video as the anime is returning. On stream with him, I would
Jesus.
always support him and help him get donations, whether it was in the chat or when we would stream together. I'd also do it on my own streams too by telling people to go to the Patreon. For the project, I helped him secure multiple voice actors. I sat through voice acting sessions to help him because he found the process too cringe to listen to. And the voice actors I secured were the official Ichigo voice actor, Johnny Young Bosch, whom I have endless emails and proof of our interactions. The Ichigo Abridged voice actor as a backup, which you can see in the screenshot here. I still send to him when we aren't talking.
Okay. So here are some more, I would argue, like actual legitimate stuff here. We have we have Clyde here, who's working hard and diligent on the project, and it seems like I'm glad I hate watch through you instead, Nerdy. You deserve the view. And he's gay. Voltage Mike W. Yo, thank you, Voltage Mike. Dude, I don't even care if your channel got taken down. Talk about the serious stuff, not this petty me. Yeah, okay, now we got some actual good stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, like now we're in how Seth is mishandling the project. It seems like Seth just really didn't care. They just wanted on his channel, but he didn't want to do the work for it.
Right, we didn't have communication at the time, but I still sent it to him while he's like threatening to do something to me and accusing me of stealing and being weird and apparently messing with his work and blah blah blah, all this other bullshit. And I even got him a replacement for Naruto, the Naruto Chibi voice actor. A very nice woman, by the way. I actually regret that I had to cut her off. And after I was able to get the real one to reply to us on Twitter, which he had no success with in the past, and I know it didn't work out the way that we wanted, obviously. The fact is, I got a reply out of her, which before that...
Okay, so he got the official voice actor for Ichigo, and it looked like he was about to get the official voice actress for Naruto to actually do this. Okay. Clyde put in the work here. I appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Ghost Shark? But yeah, it seems like, okay, he was putting in the work on his project.
Never get. Well, maybe not we, just him. By the way, Johnny Young Bosch and Kat, I do want to say this again, were amazing. I actually feel bad because I've kind of lost communication with them because one I had was 6K, which, you know, that's a lot of money. I only got paid half of the money because Twitch took half of it, and he just assumed by default, oh, woe is me.
Oh, wait, what's this
I
one?
spoke to your colleague Clyde, how's he doing? You know, if they said something like that, well, he'd just assume I was up to no good, which was never the case. I helped supervise the entire Bleach portion of the fight and was going to reread the series to scale Ichigo from start to finish, which he cancelled the idea of the fight breakdown itself, the part where we go through the stats and feats and explain who would win alongside the animation, because he wanted the clout from the fight being uploaded without any talking or anything like that. And he started to say that no one would be credited in the video after I confronted him about how he was acting weird in our
Oh, wow, by the way, I know these are just rough sketches, like these are just like the rough cuts, like the plans, but like this looks good so far.
Shout out that never got uploaded. The audio for that was genuinely cringe, and you could hear that I was trying my best to never take too much credit, infer that I did more than he did, and to hype up Seth as much as possible. It was just embarrassing to re-listen to how much of a yes man I was being towards him, and how, like, in recording he would act different towards me as opposed to in private. I really didn't like the attitude that I was getting at all whatsoever. It was fucking embarrassing to be a part of. If someone donated for Naruto versus Ichigo stuff on my streams, and I implied this before, I'd always direct people and say, go to the Patreon, here's the link. I remember hyping up the chat one time so hard with him that I think we made like $15,000 in one stream, and trust me, I'm usually pretty good at that sort of stuff, but I really did try my best because I wanted him to get a shit ton of money on his stream so he'd be happy. You know what his response was? Oh man, Twitch took such a cut. I bet they didn't do that to you. And I'm just like, yeah, they did, bro. The last time I got a big stream, even close to that, I think the biggest one I had was 6K, which, you know, that's a lot of money. I only got paid half of the money because Twitch took half of it. And he just assumed by default, oh, woe is me. Seth loses again. Oh, I don't get all my money. Oh, I guess the world hates me. Which I've heard him say stuff like that countless times about how YouTube's unfair. Everybody's against him. And I'm sitting here like, bro, like, I'm literally like carrying...
Okay, guys. Big announcement. We're halfway through the video, finally. Yeah, actually good stuff, man. Let's start with this. This seems... This is pretty neat animation. I'm assuming this never got uploaded. Shame. And it's like ego stroke. Yeah, exactly. Every time we get into a legitimate point, ego stroke.
Being 2 channels working my ass off while getting shit on 24/7 by you anytime you have a bad mood. How is your life in any way hard right now as a
Oh god.
That's how petty he is. I also never spoiled nor spoke about Naruto versus Ichigo's outcome, regardless of the slander I'd receive, or the lies that he would speak, or how much he would suck his own cock in relation to the work he put into the project. If you listen to the actual audio of me speaking to the animator, he confirms that if it was not for me, the project would have never gotten to the point that it did, both with the Bleach stuff and the Naruto stuff. I essentially carried every single bit of the Bleach scenes, except for one thing.
So Clyde go through all of the Ichigo shots from now on before going to me. Yeah, he said it's all good and we'll be waiting for his feedback for the most recent.
That I'll give credit to Seth for was his writing on the narrative type story that he wanted to include with the Yuha stuff and all that for the Genjutsu scene. I was like, alright, whatever, I really like what he did with that, and that was cool. However, managing things like how the characters act in the verse, how Ichigo's powers work, how Ichigo should fight and transform in certain scenes, how his skin should connect with Naruto's punches like that. Like, should it be like normal skin, or should it feel like, I don't know, when he's in his hollow form, that it should feel like he's sort of hitting like bone, because that's how Hero is described. It's described to be bone that's sort of like protected by spiritual pressure. So when it connects, if you watch Ukiura versus Ichigo, there's like blue spiritual pressure sparking off of his like limbs. Grimjow was the same. I'd spend hours rendering out clips for reference scenes. I'd sit with the animator to make sure that I could show him exactly what I wanted for choreography. I'd always be nice to the animators too. One of my biggest complaints was always the faces with Ichigo, and he would go back and fix them up to copy what I wanted. And he would listen. Like, there is countless parts of the recording, which is huge, by the way, where we go through the whole project, and I hope you guys listen to it, because you guys are going to be shocked at the absolute crap that went on with that whole project and why I was obviously happy to step away from it. I also noticed as a part of Naruto vs. Ichigo that he was getting weirdly jealous if people complimented me as the Bleach guy. Genuinely a pretty insecure person. He sort of hated Swag for the same thing too, because he was so successful with Naruto and...
But Seth's the Dragon Ball guy. Arguably, Dragon Ball is way more popular than Naruto and Bleach, so why are you being jealous that they're known as, like, the Naruto guy, the Bleach guy? You're the Dragon Ball guy. Feels like this video is dedicated to be like, look how cool and nice and awesome I am. Look how mean and bad the friend Seth is. Yeah. It really does feel like that.
Really did not like Swag behind the scenes. I've heard Seth complain countless times about Swag in private. He may actually try and bring up that he had plans to give the project to me to upload when it comes to the fight breakdown. Not the animation, just the fight breakdown itself. However, he only decided this after I went off at him in call for acting like a snake towards me, and I had lost interest in the project by this point anyway. I didn't even care to be a part of it. I was literally sacrificing the biggest piece of advertisement for my own channel and the biggest piece of work that I could brag to people about and say, bro, look what we made together, bro. This shit was crazy. I even know people I went to school with that were aware of this that I never really told about my YouTube stuff. They were just like, hang on a minute, Clyde works with Seth the programmer and Swag Kage and all those guys. And then my friends who had contact with them would be like, yeah, he does. He's actually working on that project with Seth. And they were all shocked. But one of the reasons why I went off at him in call wasn't inspired by just anything. It was actually inspired by him messing with my relationship stuff outside of YouTube by stalking my following on Twitter to see who I was
Okay, yeah, that's weird.
Following, and then he'd follow that person and then see how I would react, and he actually did this more than once, and he kept asking me to
get
yeah,
that's weird. That's weird.
Girls that I knew who could do art to make art for him because he knew that it bothered me to have them involved in work. I always want to separate that sort of stuff from YouTube. I don't feel comfortable mixing those things because I've just seen it go wrong way too many times, and from my experience, especially with the hostile community we're in, it just gives people endless ammo to talk about stuff like that, and I'm not the kind of person who would do that to others, but the proof's in the pudding. I mean, look how many people came at Swag and Alyssa back in, like, I think it was 2018 or 19. There was all these people from that sort of Afro Senju kind of community. And I don't want to put the blame on him, just to be clear, but there was a lot of people from that community who were trying to be really weird towards Alyssa. And, like, that's just an example.
Okay, so the girl... Oh. So the girl who was, like, in the very beginning, that's his girlfriend. Okay, so that's Swag Kage's girlfriend. Let's see. Dragon Ball is literally known as the grandfather of Shonen. Why are you salty that you're not known as the Bleach or Naruto guy, even though being known as Dragon Ball guy is a better title? Now this is serious. Yeah. Like, yeah. Why are you trying to involve like IRL people into this? It's weird. It's weird. Don't be doing that.
Example of it. I'm like, nah, this. I'm not being anywhere near that sort of stuff. So that's something that rubbed me the wrong way. And here's a recording that I had to record because of how uncomfortable I was in this call. So this is a recording of the day after I spoke to Seth, after I'd confronted him about this stuff, because I'd warned him. I was like, you know, stop bringing her up in call. Like, I don't feel comfortable with this dude. So he does it again. But this time he was threatening to go to her to talk about relationship stuff with her in private, to try and like mess with me, and I was like, nah, this is too far, man. Like, I'm on the line of like dealing with someone that if I continue to take this sort of like disrespect, or it wasn't even disrespect, it was borderline evilness, that I had to look at myself and say, Clyde, you're being a bitch, you have to stand up for yourself. And yeah, listen to the recording.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, we might have something here, guys. We might have something here.
I almost did a naughty. I almost did a naughty, but I had self-control. I had character development.
What the fuck did you do?
So, I was gonna message that girl, and I was gonna be like, don't worry, I'm not doing it. But
Dude, what the heck? Okay, this is actually messed up here. Okay.
I was gonna do a naughty, and I was like, look, you should like, all right, keep this between us. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna like, keep it between us, but tell Clyde that I was like asking weird questions about his dating life, and that like I was trying to get him like break up with his like girlfriend, like or something, like just to make him paranoid. I was on demon energy, bro, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Seth, why are you being weird, bro? Why you gotta be weird?
It was gonna be awful, but it's okay. I said no.
Because, like, when we first started calling, there was so much energy, and then when I, like, told you that, you got quiet.
Oh,
I was like, oh.
Listen, I didn't know how to reply. It's like, do a pat you on the back for not
No,
doing something?
no. I know what you mean, but, like, then after that, like, the energy of the call was just, like, low. I was like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah, Seth, when you tell someone that you're gonna mess with, like, their girlfriend, or something along those lines, yeah, it gets rather serious. Shocker. Sandwich man mentioned French toast on Twitter, and now I need recipe for bread. What? Okay, he didn't start off with this. Yeah, he didn't. Okay, why didn't he start off with this? Yeah, I agree with you, man. Why didn't he start off with this?
God, what did I do? I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, yeah, it's like, I had to reply to that, you know, it's like, I was gonna do something that would have caused heaps of problems, but, you know, if I did the same to you, you'd be like, this.
It'll cause heaps of problems, just make you paranoid. Wait. Would it cause heaps of problems?
Maybe I just have to deal with replying to someone, that's about it, but I'm like...
What?
Yeah.
Nah, I guess problems is exaggerated.
He wants to know if it's gonna cause problems, so that way he knows he's doing damage towards him.
It's just more like, oh, now I'm gonna just deal with this, like, that'd be it.
It'd be fucking funny, god damn it. I wouldn't do that to you, though.
What?
I'm reformed.
What the heck?
And I wouldn't do it to you.
Why, you should, that'd be funny.
Yeah, what's the username of that girl you play with in League, huh? She'll come abuse you again.
I don't talk to her to begin with anymore.
It's all good. I'll send her after you anyway. Yeah, we go for a walk to 7.
Do you want it?
Like, no, I was joking.
Okay, I was about to say, like, she unfriended me. Like, I don't even talk to that.
Funny though. Cause it was just gonna be make you paranoid, but I wasn't actually gonna do that.
Yeah, I just wanted to make you paranoid, thinking I was messing with your personal life, man. That's all. Would it cause problems? Duh. Yeah. Yeah. If I start messing with your personal life, would that cause problems? Just a question.
But I don't know what to say. I mean, like, yeah, good job for not doing it. I don't even know how she would have reacted. She would be like, what's going on?
Yeah, but I was just gonna be like, yeah, dude, Seth's trying to break you up with your girlfriend. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to see your reaction.
All right, guys. we're ending this live stream. We're gonna continue this though tomorrow morning, because guys, this show's called Nerdy in the Morning, and it's not even the morning anymore, or it's getting close to the afternoon. We have to stay on brand, okay? We can't be dishonest like Seth the programmer. So yeah, we're wait, hang on, let me save the timestamp specifically for this. Start at, there we go. All right, yeah. So we're gonna end this stream off here. Let me get the outro music. Try 1.5, try 2 times speed next time. I have to get all the details, Squadron. You don't understand. If he isn't enjoying it, why does he engage with it? It's morning here. It's gotta be morning somewhere. I generally feel like you could cut off an hour of this and the video would be 10 times better. Oh yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree. Yeah, this definitely needed Moist Critical did a reaction to this. He was talking about how this really needed this needs like a 40-minute cut, honestly. What song do I want to end off on? Let's go with here we go. Let's try this mashup here.